Hi YouTube, ¿cómo están? Bienvenidos al canal. Ahora vamos a comenzar con Bungo Stray Dogs, episodio número 8. Wow, ha habido un montón de cosas que han pasado que honestamente, lo más que miro el anime, lo más que estoy confundido, lo más que preguntas que tengo. Una de las preguntas que tengo, hi YouTube, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well, welcome on in. Hey, welcome on in. So I guess the number one thing, I know, Español Ed. No entiendo tampoco cómo va la historia. What? I have a number of questions, and they've been popping up, especially the more that we go into our discussion periods. One of those discussion periods brought up a question, and especially in my dreams, right? Which is, I want to know more about the characters. I'm digging in to know more about the characters. What is the Zai's name, chat? What is Kunikida's name? I've been thinking long and hard about certain things. So I had a dream. Actually, let me do it like this. I think it'd be better if I do it like this. We've been having a lot of discussions. In a lot of these discussions, at times, my brain just keeps thinking endlessly on it. And one of the big things that I brought up last stream was the ecological theorem as to how things can progress and how the world is impacted or taken from it or expanded or digressed through it. Yes, and that's one of the big things that I've been thinking about. Is right now we're looking at this, but there's so much more at play, so many more stakes that are coming through, and this come from the discussion that we had on Friday. One of the key motivational things I gotta lock in. One of the key motivational factors that was coming in was like, how big is this world and how much more does it go in? Number one, we're talking about supernatural abilities. And so my question comes through with, are there other things out there like ghosts? What are the cultural beliefs in ghosts and vampires, in ghouls, in you name it? In my dream, Rain was there, Vince was there, Elise was there, Kana was there. There was a couple individuals in this stream that you guys should know by now if you guys are actively watching the discussion at the end of the streams. We were doing a deep dive, and I was asking all these questions towards everyone that was there, and Kimch was there. We were having these discussions that were going back and forth, and it ended up like spiraling. It ended up spiraling into something that was just like magnificent and kind of like a Jimmy Neutron brain blast type of thing, because all of a sudden it came through, do they exist? And then my brain went, do they? It's not a point of do they, it's a point of where they. And you might be asking yourself, Ed, what the fuck are you talking about? Well, inside of my dreams, one of the questions that I asked, and that I, by the way, this is a Gestaltian form of therapy. You can create a mind palace, which allows you the opportunity to go ahead and keep things organized, memories, events, people, your interpretation of events. An empty chair method is one of the most famous Gestaltian methods in therapy, where you have an empty chair, an empty space, and you fill it with individuals that you want to have a conversation with. Could be somebody that hurt you, somebody that you care about, whatever that may be, as a form of self therapy, self help, whatever that may be. However, in social psychology and a lot deeper into psychodynamical psychology, one of the key instances that they teach is a mind palace, right? How to go ahead and organize your brain in a way that makes sense to you. For example, mine tends to be this big, elaborate library that looks kind of like a mansion, multiple doors to go through, and every book, every shelf that I have in there has a representation, a file on a person, on an individual that I can open up and have a, bring them up to this space and have a conversation with. With that, right, having these conversations with multiple individuals, with people, with all of these things, yes, it has a great spirit. With multiple individuals, with multiple things that were happening, this is sort of what came out of it, right? Which is the natural dialogue and discussions that we've had. One of the questions that I had was, how is this world going to keep expanding? Right? How is this world going to keep expanding? Because right now we're only looking at Japan. But what era of Japan is this? Chat, what era of Japan is this? In fact, is this our normal timeline Japan or not? Is this a post-war Japan where the mafia and shady organizations really control political office? Is this where we're at? And if that's the case, then that means that there has to be a post-war Earth, which means that there are other individuals out there that are currently struggling, other nations that are currently being led by nefarious or not so nefarious organizations that are all dwindling inside of some sort of corruption or symbol of power, that are all conceptualizing inside of the orphanages, right? Inside of these experimentations. And you might be asking yourself, Ed, what the fuck are you going on about? Well, you see, some of the questions that I was asking, Rain and Vince and Kinch and Mallory and all of these individuals was, does the existence of powers, and Buttery just hit it in the head, does the existence of powers predate the history of the world as we know it currently, or doesn't it? And if so, is Japan the only nation that has powers or not? And that led me to my next question, right? Because there was silence. And there was a lot of silence. And there was a lot of you'll see, and let's come up with a code word so he doesn't have to know, right? Then there was a lot of like mystery of stuff, like, so that I wouldn't like be informed of it. But the reactions inside of my dream, inside of my mind palace, really was giving everything away, right? Because I instantly started locking in, and I started noticing like the little stuttering, Rain getting a little like uncomfortable, not knowing how to navigate things and all of this stuff, right? Which is awesome, right? Because this is my interpretation of them as individuals as I'm asking these questions. And of course, we got to give some love over to President Rain Sawa whenever we can, you know. But of course, this brought up the next question here, which was, where does this come from? What are the powers that we're looking at? And I wanna highlight this. And it started clicking. And it started clicking. And it started clicking. And it started clicking. And everything started clicking in. Which now makes me wonder this question. Which now brings up this question. In other countries, in other countries, in other countries, do we have individuals, authors with the abilities like the Lord of the Rings, the Great Gatsby, Moby Dick, the Invisible Man, Hamlet, the Seagull, Crime and Punishment, Sherlock Holmes? Like, you guys get what I'm getting at, right? Do we get a bunch of other individuals out there that are presenting with a similar theme, similar abilities as the ones that we're currently seeing there in Japan? Who gives abilities? Well, we clearly know that this is sort of like it's being a reference to the author, right? Authors as characters and their books maybe as abilities, you know. So as we're going through this, it's sort of just coming in, which is like, what are the ideals inside of all of this, right? Money is power. What is happening in this recording? How is this going to keep going? Even more so, like we could keep going. By the way, this is just a small list of like the ones that were coming in because it's like there has to be other countries due to like otherwise the world would have ended in some capacity, and they would have mentioned it because we could put in there like you know what like Bram Stoker's Dracula, right? You know, what else can we put in there? We can put in give me some other yeah, more in universe. Okay, yeah. It's like how do they come up with their names for stuff, right? Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. Yes. You know, Don Quixote. Like, you know, what would the Mexican ones they be? There's so many awesome opportunities and things out there that my brain started like clicking all of this, and it's like if the author, the Bungo Stray Dogs author, is smart, this is how they would play it out. This is how they would play it out from Spain. Yeah, Spain. You know, it, if the Bungo Stray Dogs author really wants to keep expanding the world, then that's all you need to do, right? Is you could showcase positives, negatives, like Some individuals might actually be good detective agencies out there in the world that might have to team up with our detective agencies. Others might be part of some other mafias or guilds or other negative aspects out there that might try and come after us, or positive aspects, and like have them just using this theme. And now you tie everything in with ideals, right? Ideals and morals, and how do you survive this? How do you come together with all these different ideals, country, cultural ideals, sociological ideals, and cultural elements, and ensure that no matter what, right, like everyone has a different philosophy, but at the end of the day, we're all human and we all have to continue going on. And that's the conversation that I had with Vince and Rain and Kimch and a bunch of others in my mind palace last night. Anyway, I hope that was entertaining. I might be completely wrong here, and I usually am. Horror books would be fun, right? Um, yeah, I hope that all of y'all enjoyed a little bit of cooking this Sunday for Mother's Day. Just a little overcooked. This is just like, yeah. Anyway, I guess, yeah, I guess it was just something that was going on in my mind where I'm like, okay, how is this going on? And then it just kept expanding and expanding inside of my dream until it got to a point where we're like, oh wow. Mm, yeah. J.K. Rowling is the next antagonist. No, I have not, Inkty. That's okay though. And interesting, I'm blind myself. Yeah, happy Mother's Day, everyone. Alrighty, let's go to it, shall we? Actually, hold on. I'll give you guys a second. I gotta I gotta quickly grab one thing. I'll let you guys stew here. 1 second, please. I'll be right back. Un segundo. I'll let you guys just cook. Just stew on that for a bit. Reflect. All right. Be right back. Like I told y'all, sometimes when like I clock in, I like cement on, and sometimes my head and well, I have more to add on. I have more to add on, but I'm kind of scared, and I don't know. I think if the author would have hit on some of the plot points that I'm thinking about, they're like so godly that they would this would instantly be ranked on like one of my top 2 3 anime. But I don't even want to touch on that just yet. Oh, and there's so many Brechtian elements. No, 100% buttery. There's so many Brechtian elements inside of the show that it's great. Um, like one of those things that like now that we're back, and like, what are you gonna tell us? That's a good question. I might be asking questions that slowly start aligning with it, and maybe see if you guys can use your Rampo abilities. Anyway, where was I at? Yeah, there's a lot of Brechtian elements, which makes me wonder about certain things. Uh, I'll probably be looking at it tomorrow, Fora. Anyway, is everyone here? Hello, if you're back, drop a Dorito. Let me know that you're in here. I have a lot of questions for each and every single one of y'all. I think it's absolutely amazing. Thank you all so much for entertaining me. I hope that you guys are liking some of the cooking that's been happening, that's going on. I can't thank y'all enough. Uh, Especially because this series has got me going, has got me theorizing and coming up with a bunch of crazy theories and stuff. Um, so yeah, yeah. Like there was another theory that I had, and I'll save that one because I don't think y'all are ready for my crazy theories. I feel like the theories I'm already throwing out there are already crazy enough, but I feel like some of the other ones would just make you look at me and you'll be like, "What are you on? Like, what are you on?" I'm so glad you're enjoying it. I feel ready. Do you? Mm, I'll hold it. I appreciate you all. Come and join us in the Discord. It's absolutely fantastic, everyone, where they have their own little thread that they're able to go ahead and you know, have discussions on, join that, and then we have the after discussion as well. Make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share this video around, share all the videos around, please. If you guys can, I actually kind of want to do something, a little challenge to everyone here and everyone watching in the VOD, you know, channels, VOD, whatnot. Here's my challenge to you guys, and I don't mind, right? You guys feel free to clip any section of any of the Bungo Stray Dogs videos to your liking, and then just spread it around. Spread it around. So, for example, there's Bungo Stray Dogs episode 1. Throw it up on Tumblr, Discord, Reddit, wherever you guys want. Get a clip or whatnot from anything and everything, and you're there. No, that's the thing is, I want to treat this show like seriously and not just watch it and be quiet the entire time, not have discussions about it, you know? Because like this show deserves to have like actual discussions. Orange Boy, 7 months. Yo, lucky number. Thank you so much for the sub. Like that's sort of what I want you guys to feel, is that I love and respect all of these characters, you know, and that's a big one. Is like all of these characters deserve all the love, all the respect, and everything, especially as we get into it. Let's go.
Oh, お嬢ちゃん、誰かと待ち合わせ？そういえばお嬢ちゃん、昨日もここで見かけたけど、ずっとここに立ってるの？
Doesn't Japan have like a did you cook it? Oh, Rain, I wish I did. I would make you a great breakfast too. Doesn't Japan have like a very serious issue with like runaway teens, or like kids that, like, you know, leave their house early, and like the Tokyo kids and whatnot, Nampa? Like, don't they have that? Yep. See, that's pretty dangerous, because altogether you have to remember, like, unfortunately, there are a lot of individuals that, you know, like to take advantage of kids, of teenagers, of those younger, and especially if their base needs aren't being met and they need help in any way, shape, or form. There are a lot of individuals that take advantage of stuff like that, you know, and so instantly, you know, instead of like, and this is my own alert, instead of individuals seeming like, oh, you know what, they're there to help out, at times it can be more so threatening and more so kind of terrifying to even consider that humanity has reached a point, or is at a point, where a lot of interactions can come off that way, you know. More so with her, it's like, what is her upbringing, and why is she just there, like, you know, in this regard? Is it because like she's on a mission? She's there to like specifically like it's kind of like a sniper. You know how like some snipers like lay in the bush for hours or days waiting for the perfect opportunity, the perfect shot.
お嬢ちゃん、昨日もここで見かけたけど、ずっとここに立ってるの？もしかして人形だったりして。あ、今瞬きした。動いた。
But no one's being kind or nice to her. Oh. Oh. And she has such pretty cool. I want to see the characters in like yukatas and stuff. Oh, could you imagine like Atsushi and the Zai and like a yukata? That would be so nice. I'm sure that they'd look so handsome in it.
え、私？
見つけた。
Hey yo!
の。
Hey yo! Well, looks like the Zai's been either adult attacked or adult napped. Oh my god. well, the Zai's power couldn't even deactivate that. He's just like, well, whoa. He's just like, well, this can't be good. Ah, here we go, chat. Gingy. When are we gonna see Lemon Man and Gingy? I want to see Ginger already. Oh gosh, senpai, when will you notice me? Senpai, my XP bar is low, senpai. I'm dressed up like a vamp just to impress you, senpai. He does kind of look like you know, very vampiric. Like if it was any other show, I would think like he was like a part vampire or something, you know. TB man, I know it's TB man. It's because I love Aku. Everyone's great. Oh, there's Rain Sawa. Rain Sawa coming into the Discord like, what have I walked into today? He was adult nap. Oh no. Dazai was adult napped by a little girl.
電話もつながりませんし、下宿にも帰っていないようで。どうせまた川の中だ。
拘置所にいるパターンかも。
女とどっかに行ったと見た。
けどポートマフィアに狙われているのは確かですし、もしかしたら
あの男の危機察知能力と生命力は悪夢の域だ。
あれだけ自殺未遂を重ねてもまだピンピンしていますもんね。
マフィアごときに遅れを取るとは思えんな。
でも
僕が調べておくよ。
谷崎さん、もう大丈夫なんですか？
おかげさまで。
あの時はどうなることかと思いましたけど、本当良かったです。
心配かけちゃったね。
やっと回復したか。
与謝野先生の治療の賜物です。
それで何度やられた？
How many times did she get you? Hey, yo!
4回です。
Why do I have a feeling it may look sexual in nature, but what if that's the only way for like the ability to activate or something, you know? Like, why do I feel like it's a complete misdirect in this way, you know? And like maybe there's certain like preconditions or certain things that need. I know Atsushi throwing it back, the Atsushi torque. Yeah. Hey, yo, Atsushi. Hey. I know. Hey, yo. Stop throwing it back at any chance challenge. I know. But why do I feel like maybe there's some preconditions that have to be met? Hence why it takes more than just once to get something like, you know, done. Like,
アツシ君、この探偵社にいる間は怪我だけは絶対にしちゃダメだよ。
まずいと思ったらすぐに逃げる。危機察知能力を日頃から養っておくことだね。
oh?
例えば今から10秒後。
与謝野先生、おはようございます。
ああ、アツシかい。どっか怪我してない？
ええ、大丈夫ですけど。
チェ。
Damn.
誰かに買い物付き合ってもらおうと思ったけど、あんたしかいないようだね。
Everyone just fucking dips. Everyone legit just like, nope. Nope. Everyone fled the scene immediately.
危機察知能力ってこれ？与謝野先生、まだ買うんですか？
落とすんじゃないよ。
Oh, there she is. Why is she she's adorable though. You know what? I think she's adorable. She might be a big threat, especially to like Dazai and them, but I think she's adorable. Little cutie pie. Could you imagine? I don't know how old she is, but like her and Atsushi end up becoming friends. Oh, my heart. Atsushi doing that like feeling of recognition, like you're different, like you're different too. And she even turned around like, oh, the fact that like, you know, like if they could just become friends, that would be amazing instead of enemies. I love her so much. She's just a little gummy pink bear. She's so little. She's so adorable.
早く迎えをよこせ。
大丈夫ですか？
どういうつもりだ小僧。欧州デザインの特別あつらいだぞ。
I've gotten a custom suit from the Netherlands. Depends. Some are like 200 euros. Some can be like 1,000 euros. Depends on where you go. Like my bro's acting like it was like a like, you know, $10,000. I know he didn't even stain it. He just bumped into it like.
申し訳ありません。お怪我は？
変わるな。
Ooh, wait, what the?
申し訳ありません。お怪我は？
変わるな。
Ooh. Is that her, like, her pinky's, like, curved weird from that. Ugh, Rosero, I know. Her pinky was like...
お茶組か接客女かそれとももう少し特殊な業務かな
私は医者だよ、エロ親父。おや？あんた腕が2本もあるね。
Oh, I fucking love her. Oh, I love her because I feel like she would be such a yandere character as well. Like if you got in a relationship with her, like she'd be like, so who are you texting? You know, who are you texting? Huh? Like go oh just her being like yeah, she is the woman. She is the individual, the agency's queen. Yes. Yes. Teaching them to kill, then to die.
さっきはそのすいません。
Well, trains are very yeah.
荷物もこんなことになっちゃって。
気にすることはないよ。
Oh.
ところでさ。
何？お仕置き？
綺麗なもんだね。あんた、谷崎がやられた時、フォートマフィアに足を食いちぎられたそうじゃないか。融合婚も反婚もない。再生というより復元だ。
Damn!
トラはこれを一瞬で。
何か問題でも？
なーに、私が治療できなくて残念だって話さ。でも次はないよ。
I mean, in a big way, then, if he can restore himself or regenerate like this, doesn't this mean that he's less likely to go ahead and see her? I know everyone has obsession with this foot. You know, like, oh my.
元来マフィアってのは奇襲夜討ちが本分だ。夜道には気をつけるんだね。いつどこで襲ってくるかわかんないよ。
And that's exactly it, right? It's like you guys have to be aware that they can attack at any moment, anytime. They can attack you at night, right? Hence why you need to have like security measures, sensor measures. They can attack you when you're walking to go shop, right? They can attack you in your dreams, right? They can infiltrate your mind palace and go in there and drop grenades and be like, "You're mine now." I'm kidding about that one, but literally anywhere, everywhere. Heck, even in the train, right? I mentioned this previously, right? You could be out in public, you could be out at the park, and they might attack you. You have to be aware of danger at any point in time, and that's a key instance. De todos con el pie de él. Yeah, everyone's just obsessed with this foot, you know, and it's like they all have having a sushi foot fetish. Sounds horrible. Oh, ads are on. Sorry, everyone. We're gonna take a quick little break, and we're back. Thanks so much for the sub, Astray.
あーですですこちら車掌室誠に勝手ながらただいまよりささやかな物理学実験を行います
No, 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 no. Wait. No, no, no. Wait. No, no. No.
題目は非完成形における爆豪反応および官能評価被験者はお乗り合わせの皆様ご協力誠に感謝では早速ですがこれをお聞きください
The baby, everyone.
でも次はこんなもんじゃありません皆様が月まで飛べる量の爆弾が戦闘と最後尾の車両に仕掛けられておりますさて被験者のアツシ君君が首を差し出さないと乗客全員月どころか天国に行っちゃうぞ
Wow.
そばからお出ましってわけだ。
どうしましょう。
1、おとなしく捕まる。2、走るこの列車から乗客数十人と一緒に飛び降りて脱出。3、
Kick their ass.
連中を
上等だ。何しろ私らは武装探偵社だからね。
We're the armed detective agency. We're about to throw hands.
さあタッチ、手分けして爆弾を探すよ。私は前方、あんたは後方だ。
もし敵がいたら
ぶっ殺せ。
了解。
Terminate them.
一般人が乗ってる白昼の列車に自爆マガンの脅迫。ポートマフィアの計りごとにしても偉い覚悟。
Unless you're desperate, right? Unless you're desperate because they know that Atsushi is a key for something bigger.
キヤ、執着だね。一体どんなやつが。
Oh no. It was a lemon grenade. Chat. I have a feeling if I was fighting this guy and he just threw a lemon grenade like that, it's lemon guy. What I would do is I would make puns the entire time. When life gives you lemons, pow pow, you make lemonade. God, you know, you just start the entire time, like anytime, just saying dumb little like dad jokes, dad puns about it. You know, I'm so happy. I love him. It's the lemon guy. Make them explode.
ただなる探偵者の極人よ。ようこそ。そして。
Oh!
おや。誰かと思えば有名人じゃないか。
おお、生きてた。こいつは驚きだな。最近の女性はタフだ。
Ladies are more resilient.
刀剣の世だからね。私からすりゃ、あんたみたいな指名手配犯がこんなところにいる方が驚きだよ。
Damn!
カジ元次郎。隠密主義のポートマフィアの中にあって珍しく名の知れた爆弾魔。
He's the bomb, chat. Infamous, you know, wow.
先日のマルゼンビル爆破事件では一般人28人を殺してる。
28
あれは
civilians.
素晴らしかったよ。白道の低下。 神経細胞の酸欠死、乳酸アシドーシス。死とは無数の状態変化の複合音楽だ。そして訪れる不可逆の死。
But do you die when you are killed? Like, that's a very viral question is, do you die when you are killed? Yeah, or do you die when you are forgotten? You know, that's a very real question to take in there, you know? I don't think so. That's and I ask this because ultimately when we're looking at this, especially in this series, it's like, do you really die to begin with? Because everyone's sort of kind of escaping death by the narrowest of margins in some capacity, or have the ability to help out and like not die.
科学の究極とは神と死。どちらも実在し、しかし
But also your body does so many incredible things right before you die. It releases so many like endorphins and stuff to keep you in a calm state and relaxed, and you know, let you process like tranquility and calmness like no tomorrow. It's like your body just allowing you to, for the most part, for most people, not everyone, right? Because for some people it is rather traumatic, but for a lot of people, like your brain releases so many different endorphins and hormones and different things, like to try and keep you in a calm state.
科学で克服できず、故に我らを引きつける。さて、あなたの血は何色かな？
確かめてみな。
Woo!
爆弾を撤去でき
She's
ない
badass.
この
Oh
人
my
たちは死
god.
ぬ。だけどできるのか、僕に。君、ダメだ。そっちには爆弾が。中央の車両に戻ってください。後
Oh,
部車両には爆弾が。君。
お前の任務は爆弾の死守だ。
oh no, bro. You can tell they're just using you. They think you're disposable. They just want you to throw away your life. They don't even care about you. My precious little bean. I love her. No. Ah. I will protect her at all costs.
は殺せ。お前の異能力、ヤシャ白雪で。
Assassin, Izumi Kyoka, Demon Snow. This OST. Question, does the bombs not affect him? Like, if he's close to the radius, or within the radius of one of his lemon bombs, does it not affect him or damage him as well? Or is it like, you know, because he's one of the main users, yeah, like, it doesn't affect him whatsoever?
敵のことごとくを切り刻め、ヤシャ白雪。
強すぎる。
Oh, and she's OP.
なんで君みたいな女の子が。
私の名は京香。あなたと同じ孤児。
Another orphan. Oh, chat. How many orphans were experimented? Oh, what if Atsushi actually like gets along with her, finds some way to get her out of this, and they connect because of this? I don't know how old she is, but if she's around Atsushi's age, what if they could, like, you know, they'll develop a brother-sister relationship, or even like, I don't know. Oh, BSD collects orphans for real.
好きなものはウサギと豆腐。 嫌いなものは犬と
You
犬
hate
に
dogs?
ポートマフィアに拾われムツキで35人殺した。
Damn!
守れ。そして邪魔者は殺せ。
We need the illiterate stray cats. Or the illiterate home cats, right?
噂ほどじゃないな、探偵者っていうのも。まあいいや。これから君は死ぬわけだけど、その前に教えてくれよ。死ぬって何？
なんだって。
なーに、学術的な興味だよ。僕は学級の徒だからね。人の死因、脳細胞の酸欠もテロメアの摩耗も実験室レベルでは単。
What is, there's one thing out there that terrifies me. What is the name of it? I forget the name of it, but there let me find it real quick. There's one thing out there, like, death isn't scary, but there's one thing out there that, like, there we go. Prion disease. Is it prion? I think it is prion disease. Yes, prion disease is the one thing that, like, you can get it from, like, you know, they don't really know how. Yeah, that's terrifying. Yeah, prion disease is one of the few things that, like, even for medical procedures, I'm like, yeah. Unfolded protein, seeing animals with that's kind of terrifying. Yeah. Oh.
興味だよ。僕は学級の徒だからね。人の死因、脳細胞の酸欠もテロメアの摩耗も。
By the way, for telomeres, it's sort of includes a lot of our DNA, and at times, you know, people say that, like, there's a determination of life within our telomeres, you know, the length of our telomeres. And I think that, if I remember correctly, they were doing a lot of research into that, like, a couple years ago, into extensions for our telomeres in order to increase our lifespan. But like, you know, and if they've met any difficulties or anything like that, I haven't kept up with it. It was just an article that was published in what is it, the National Institute of Health a while ago, which is, like, you know, hard studies are being done into telomere acceleration or telomere elongation, which is
実
interesting.
験室レベルでは単純で可逆的な反応だ。なのになぜ死は不可逆なのだ？なぜ人はいずれ必ず死ぬ？
そんなこともわからんのかい。大したことないよ。やってるのも。
美学の求道者たる。
Bro, why?
大したことないね。
なのだ。なぜ人はいずれ必ず死ぬ？
Or whatever that may be, Buttery. It's been a
そ
while.
んなこともわからんのかい。大したことないね。マフィアってのも。
美学の求道者たるこの感情が知れないか。
So here's something you may not know. People stepping, like, you know, in martial arts, this was done a lot, like, at least in the martial arts where I grew up, where essentially we would lay down in our stomachs, and, you know, we would have people just stand on our stomachs or hop on our stomachs or kick us in the stomach or punch us hard in the stomach, you know, repeatedly. And sometimes it'd be like from the skinniest person down to a lot bigger individuals, you know, more muscular individuals that weigh twice your weight, as a way to go out and strengthen your core. So I'm looking at this, I'm just like, it's not a fun experience. Trust me, it's no bueno. You know, I remember going through this like my entire life, and it's just no bueno.
町の便利屋探偵がわかるとでも？
わかるとも。理由は簡単だ。あんたがアホだからさ。
参考になる意見どう？博学の君なら当然知ってると思うけど。出血多量で死んだ後も。
Where'd you keep all these fucking lemons? Yeah. Hello? The brain in your consciousness can survive for up to 8 hours, depending.
出血多量で死んだ後も脳と意識は8。
I was about to say, I think your math might be a little wrong by modern science, because from what I understand, it just depends on the amount of damage that was done to your body.
時間生きているそうだ。 後で君の死体に聞いてみるよ。死んだけど今どんな気分ってね。それじゃごゆっくり。
Oh, no way.
無理だ。
She can't die. Ain't no
勝て
way.
るわけない。僕はここで死ぬのか。またこの人たちが僕のせいで、僕と同じ電車に乗った。ただそれだけのせいでみんな死ぬ。
それが貴様の業だ、ジンコ。貴様は生きてるだけで周囲の人間を損なう。
出ていけ、こくつぶし。
We say that TP Man, you know, and Aku, or TP Man and Atsushi are opposites, yes? 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 If Atsushi is a were-tiger, what is the enemy or the opposite of a werewolf or a were-tiger? No. In literature. He vamp wolf. Yeah.
貴様は生きてるだけで周囲の人間を損なう。
出ていけ、こくつぶし。
どこぞでのたれ死んだ方が世間様のためよ。
こくつぶしはこの施設にはいらん。
貴様はなぜ生きている。
Oh,
周囲に
even
迷惑と不幸を振り
abuse.
まき、何一つ成し遂げぬ者に、誰も救わぬ者に生きる価値などない。
その時唐突にあるアイデアが浮かんだ。馬鹿げたアイデアだ。でも頭から離れない。もし僕が
Oh.
ここにいる乗客を、彼らを救い無事家に帰せたら、そうしたら僕は生きていてもいいってことにならないだろう。
Him finding a purpose to live. Oh, chat, I hope that you found your purpose to live. Him finding that, like, you know, going above that, like, aspect of trauma holding him down, you know, and him, like, I know it might not necessarily be, you know, 100% the healthiest option to put your life, like, you know, on other people's things, but it's still better than nothing, you know. Also a purpose for his suffering. Yes, that's beautiful.
来ないで。
ごめん、もう無理だ。
It is. It can be dangerous. Absolutely.
早すぎる。やっぱり無理なのか。
Woo!
せめて今あの力があれば。
さて、中までこんがり火が通ったかな。おお。
You really think that somebody that died would suddenly be like sitting perfectly like that? Nah.
どれどれ。
Oh.
ああ、いまいちだね。もっと吹っ飛ぶかと思ったが。
なぜ。
あんなネズミ花火で死ぬもんか。今殴った。
And all her wounds are healed. Oh shit.
どちらかというとこっちより。それがさっきまで必死だったはず。
こう見えても私は医者でね。あんたの100倍は死を見てる。
Damn.
死とは何かって教えてやるよ。死は命の喪失さ。私たち医者がどんなに手を尽くしても 患者の命は指の間からこぼれ落ちる。
Yup.
死が科学の究極だと？ふざけるな。命を大事にしない奴はぶっ殺してやる。
思い出した。武装探偵社の専属員与謝野明子とはお前か。
Oh
私
God.
の能力君死にたむうことなかれはあらゆる外傷を治癒させる。
Can cure any
自分の怪我
wounds.
だってほらこの通り。
Hey.
ただ条件が厳しくてね。瀕死の重傷しか治せない。
I had a feeling. No wonder it said like how many times it can only cure lethal injuries. Oh my God. So then she almost kills people in order to heal them. Oh my God, that's
不便な力さ。ほどほどの怪我を治そうと思ったら、まずは半殺しにしなきゃならない。
half kill my patients
お
first.
や、怪我してるね、お兄さん。治してやろうか。
Why am I kind of hot and bothered by that? But at the same time, like, oh my God. Oh my God. Wait a minute. Hey, yo. What? I kind of like her. Hey. I know. Does this work for Onus's as well? Right. And not now. I'm sorry. She's amazing. She's so OP. I love her. That's wonderful. Are you kidding me? Like, she can heal a lot of people, you know? She put him in his place. Exactly. She's awesome. Ooh. Ooh, you broke through a ghost sword?
終わりだ。
私の名は京香。35人殺した。
Oof.
爆弾はどこだ？
She doesn't even seem that threatening, like she actually wants to do this. She doesn't even seem like she actually wants to do this. She just seems like she has to follow, like, you know, direction orders because that's family, you know? That's what the Port Mafia has become. They took an orphan kid and became her family. Like, oh no. Chat, we have to protect this bean. I love this action-heavy episode too.
一番最後に殺したのは3人か。
Oh!
父親と母親と男の子。ヤシャシラユキが首をかき切った。
She's the bomb! Oh, I cannot forgive them for this. I cannot forgive them for this.
なんてことを。君は一体何者なんだ。言葉からも君自身からも何の感情も感じない。まるで殺人マシンだ。思いがあるなら言葉にしなきゃダメだ。じゃないと僕みたいなバカにはわからない。こんなことが本当に君がしたいことなのか。
Oh.
こちら車掌室。アツシ、まだ生きてっかい。
与謝野先生。
こっちの部屋。
You know, put him halfway to death and then healed him. Hey, yo, that position though. What did you do to my boy? Wait a minute. Hey, hey, yo. Oh no. A remote detonator. Oh shit. Oh. And she even cooperates with him. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I hate them now. I know what you're trying to do, but that's so messed up to use this little bean like this. Like, look at her eyes, dude. Look at her eyes. It's like it all just came into a realization. This poor bean. She didn't think that. Oh, they. Oh. No, not the bean. Atsushi, you better save her. Save the bean, please. And think of.
もうこれ以上一人だって殺したくない。
Fuck the Port Mafia at this point. Fuck the Port Mafia. Oh, she didn't want to kill anyone, chat. She didn't want to kill anyone. Chat, she didn't want to kill anyone. All my homies hate the Port Mafia. Save the baby, do it. Ooh. Oh! And the hug too, like to protect her. Oh, Atsushi. What a badass! Is she joining the detective agency? I hope she does. I hope she does. Oh my god, could you imagine? Ah! We have a little bean in the detective agency. I would love it. Like, you know, as a way for her to deal with, like, the actions that she had to do. But if she, oh, okay, she's good. I was about to say if she's dead or she dies, I'm sorry, but we're stopping Bungo Stray Dogs. Like, oh, oh. He used up so he's just happy that she was okay and he passes out. My heart, dude. Atsushi the goat. Atsushi the goat. Oh. Oh, you can't have peace, girl. My little bean, you can't have peace. What a good kid. And of course the line goes blank. You're no longer under their control. You no longer are under their control. You've now been adopted by the detective agency.
いくら強くても駒は駒か。
Wow!
どうだ駒か察してかあるいは砕かれるのを待つ駒か
The Zai. Oh no. No! That's the end of the episode! That flew! That flew! That was a fast one! It was so action heavy. It was awesome. Wow! Yeah, because it was so action heavy. I love the fact that we got a Lemon-san now. That's awesome. I love Lemon Guy, right? And now we have our precious little bean. Dude, I will fucking die for our little bean here. I will die for our little bean. Like, She is now adopted onto our channel, onto our whole lore as our little bean. Really? Did you? Oh. Wow. Oh, we don't go into spoilers here. But I will say, fantastic episode. Like some episodes, yes, we can divulge endlessly on it, right? But in this episode in particular, it felt a lot more action heavy, as though it was leading us to like discover everything a lot quicker, which makes me wonder, what is season 2? Because if season 1 is introducing the Port Mafia and these characters and sort of their in-between battle, what is season 2? That's the question. You know, that is a question. Because it's like we only have what, like 3 more episodes, 9, 10, 11, 4 more episodes. Oh, where is it gonna go into? Because right now it's introducing this cast of characters, which I'm assuming is gonna showcase that it's actually a grayscale. Yes, they do bad actions, don't get me wrong, but that doesn't necessarily that they're doing it for like extreme evil. It's like there might be other intents out there, and that's where my brain goes into is what particularly does this mean, and are there what other players are gonna come into effect if this is where it's going? Oh, chat. Oh, chat, this is gonna get good. Anyways, what would you guys rate this episode out of 10? For me, I love short episodes like this. I love episodes where they're kind of action heavy. We're able to dig in deep. We're able to analyze it in and out, you know, because a lot of times, like, you know, it kind of already showcases the psychology pretty overtly for a lot of these things. The only one that like I would probably go in deeper in is our little bean, you know, and sort of the aspect of at times staying with abusive family or abusive relationships because they're the only people that have kind of shown us any affection at some point in time. You know, it's that's a big one. Like that can hurt. You know. Oof. This is a great one. Now that was a great one. Well, with that being said, let me open up the general stage here for a little bit because that was a lot faster than I thought. Okay, I'll start the stage. I'll say BSD episode 8. Stato. Hi. Did it? I cried. This is awesome. I love our little bean. I love our little bean. Nikolai, hello. Hi, how are you?
I'm good.
Are you? What's up? How are you doing? Did you like the episode?
Yeah, it was awesome.
Oh, that is such a good episode. Like I don't know. Oh, let me bring up Rain. That is such a good episode. I'm just surprised at like how everything went. Rain.
Hi.
Hi, good morning.
Thank you.
Are you okay?
Evening, afternoon.
Are you okay, Rain?
Yeah, I'm more than fine. Don't worry.
I worry. I worry a lot.
No, why?
Well, because of everything. But yes. But I was gonna say, what do you guys think of the episode? Are you guys protective of the little bean or no?
Yes.
Yes.
I love her. She's great. But also, is she from a similar orphanage as Atsushi?
Wait, I genuinely don't know the answer to that.
Oh, okay. I guess I getting met with silence, huh, Mom? Also, happy Mother's Day to everyone. Because if she is the experimentation maybe slightly different based on different individuals? You know, like Kyoka's her name, right? From what I'm
Yes.
seeing in chat.
Yeah.
How old is she?
It's
Are we allowed to answer that?
because they didn't say it.
People are already giving the answer though. 14.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she is 14.
So she could be like Atsushi's little sister or something, yes?
Absolutely.
Probably. Yeah.
Probably. Oh.
I mean, I don't think actually, but like I feel like if like seeing her as like a little sister.
She's adorable, though. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, based on the like the dynamic and the age, probably they could be.
My heart just melts. So it's like she needed to be saved. Absolutely. I mean, how many of you guys like have ever felt that way, where you felt like you just needed someone to be there for you, or like maybe your family isn't really your family, so you had to find a family of your own, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, Nicola, do you have any questions for us?
I had a question, then I also had something else I wanted to say. My question is like, now that Kyoko was saved by Atsushi, what do you think will happen to her?
I think she's gonna join the detective agency. She has to. Our little bean has to switch sides and maybe fall in love with the family that is a detective agency. Like I can see like Big Brother Atsushi, the uncle that's like never really there, like gives bad advice to Zai, Daddy Kurikira, like just the autistic brother Rampo's there, like everyone's there,
Please, yeah.
Like that's sort of my main thing is I can kind of see all of them just being like a big dysfunctional family to her that works, like a healthier family than the other one.
Well,
Yeah.
for sure.
That's a way better family than the Port Mafia.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Whatever that was.
But is that like a big theme in? Well, it is a big theme in Bungo Stray Dogs, isn't it? Like found family.
I mean, I'd say so.
Well, yeah, it's one of my favorite tropes.
Oh, chat. I guess we're a found family, a dysfunctional found family, but we work too. Oh.
Well, not so functional, but still going.
We're doing it. And you even have like President Rainsawa here, like we have everyone in the detective agency. It's great.
I feel like this meme will haunt me for a while.
It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Yeah, we're the illiterate house cats, right?
Oh my god.
Hey, I have to have a screen reader because I struggle with reading, so I guess I am illiterate in some way.
Oh no.
I mean, not fully, but I struggle with reading because of my vision, so.
Oh. Any other questions, Nikolai, or any other thoughts?
It's not a question, but I wanted to say that, I know, like, I don't remember what episode it was, but I remember in the past, when you were talking about, like the bombs, you said that they can happen on a train a lot, and I was just freaking out and waiting for this episode because of that.
Did I say that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
The first thing you said about bombs was about trains.
I was like losing my mind when you said that because I was just like, how?
I wouldn't be surprised if like there's a Google Doc of like all the things that I've said and like overcooked or undercooked, and you guys are like, you did good on this one and you absolutely failed on this one.
Someone
But
please make that.
but that's awesome though. Like no, but it's true though, because like bombings do happen at trains, unfortunately. Like, what do you mean about
Yeah, I
that,
never
Kimich?
really would think about like it happening there, but it kind of like makes sense. You can't really get off.
Right. Yeah, it's a one way ride, and you gotta wait. Anyway,
Now I don't want to go on a train.
anything else, Nikolai?
No.
Well, thank you so much. I adore you every single time you come on. I hope you know that.
Thank you.
You're our precious little bean too, and you must be protected,
Thank
Nikolai.
you.
Thank you so much, Nikolai. I'm gonna put you back down. You're incredible.
Thank you.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Rain, you were in my dream last night.
I've heard. What? Why? How? When?
You see, but you were like more in person, and everyone else was more like it's gonna sound weird, right? In my mind palace, like for some reason, okay, and you might correct me if I'm wrong here. I have you like I guess we haven't met in person. For those that don't know, I have you like you're under like 5'3", 5'4". You're a short little bean sprout as well. Are you?
I don't know my height in like the American measurements, but I know I'm 156 centimeters.
All right, somebody find out what that is. I had you as a short little bean sprout that like you had so much energy. That's 5'1". Oh,
I have
yeah.
other qualities, okay?
No, 100%. But we were going like I was asking you so many questions. We came up with so many different theories and stuff like that. We came up with like a dream theory. We like I was asking you like, oh, you know what? Like if there are fourth wall breaks, how does this work? Is there an aspect where this can be like a dream theory, or an aspect where like maybe Atsushi has never actually left the orphanage and they were just like dreaming this up, or yeah, like we just kept going endlessly, and it turned into like this whole aspect of like, is this a realm within a realm within a realm, and like how Brechtian can this get? And like you were just going insane and giggling, and you're like, I'm not gonna tell you anything. And then Vince and Kimoch and Kana and some of the others were there too, and they just like weren't like it got really crazy. Sorry, this is me just rambling.
Oh no, keep going, because I would love to theorize with you after you're done with season 5 and you're caught on with the with everything, because yeah, I would probably go on and rambling and yapping for hours.
And mind you, I was delirious at this point in time. So sometimes I get when I get really really tired, I kind of use my mind palace as a way to not have to be super duper tired in the morning. I mean, it worked, but I will say, Rain, the very interesting conversations, because it deviated from Bungo Stray Dogs into you not sleeping correctly.
Oh no, again.
Yes.
No, but this might actually sound crazy, but I also had a few dreams in the past few days about all of us talking about BSD.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Yeah, but imagine if we somehow connected, like in the dream, and we actually talked, like all of us.
That would be awesome. Just connect through dream world there, telepathy. Yeah.
Yeah, telepathy, or like a Discord VC, but in the dream realm. Damn.
Damn. That would be cool. Alrighty, let's bring someone up, shall we?
Yes.
All right, let me bring up Vince, because I have a bone to pick with them, right, Vince?
And now we're recreating.
Oh God. What did I do?
Vince, hi, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. I'm getting over a little bit of sickness, but
Oh, well, I hope you're feeling better.
yeah, I slept most of it off, so I'm pretty good now. But
Oh, that's awesome. So, Vince, I guess question for you. What do you think about the abilities that we were talking about at the very beginning of the stream, where it's like, if this does keep going into a macroverse and there is an introduction of like individuals from different sides, like Europe, America, whatnot, considering that like a lot of these individuals, and would they have authors' names, right? Like, would it be, say, like Tolkien, right? Or what was the other one? Like F. Scott Fitzgerald, right? Or what's the other one? Bram Stoker, or like J.R.R. Tolkien, or whatever that is. Like and they're like, would we have an introduction of individuals that have abilities based on the books that they've written?
Well, I will say it would be in the realm of possibility. I mean, if we have Japanese authors, it's like how local do you think this series is going to be? Is kind of the question. Like, is it because we're in the city of Yokohama, right? So it just depends. How expansive do you think this world is?
And this is exactly the line of question that we got into, and I'm about to showcase your own words against you. You ready?
Uh-huh.
I'm so glad I brought you up first. Both of you are here, so you guys can see where it went. See, this is exactly where it went into. You guys were both saying, yeah, but like, we're focusing on one city. But we're focusing on one city because this is an introduction to the characters. And as we clearly know, there's a black market and more things at play here. Now, one thing that was noted, right? And I guess I'll throw this out is how big, will we get? Because there is a macro system at play that they've clearly noted, right? Yes. Okay. Thank you for the confirmation. So that there is a macro system at play here. So essentially, this macro system has to start being introduced in the coming season 2, season 3, season 4, even season 5, right? Where the port mafia, yes, they're a big fish in this city, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they're a big fish surrounding the world. And this, this aspect can only keep getting bigger and bigger. It might encapsulate all of Japan come season 2, right? Or more cities in Japan. But then how do you keep going if the threats that you're being introduced are only being limited by the size and location of one city? This is where it gets interesting because we keep hearing, like, number one, what do we know about the orphanage? We know next to nothing, right? So we already know that there's going to be an expansion to it, and we know that like our precious little bean that just came on was an orphan as well. So that means that there's experimentations going on. Number two, I have a question for you guys. What does the Zai in general have to do with a lot of these orphans?
That's a good question.
And that's where it led into as well, which is instantly, right? This silence, by the way, that they're giving was exactly what was happening in my dream. Or that's a good question. Or you guys were coming up with code words and like ways to try and avert like the situation or giggles. It was very, very interesting because it starts coming into like, for me, the way that I see the girl approaching the Zai felt more like the Zai felt a little about it, like, oh, here we go, right? Like, oh, whatever, right? Like, it's happening. But at the same time, it's interesting that the Zai didn't fight back. So there's a lot of things at play here, which makes me wonder, how expansive is this world gonna get? Are we gonna see, say, the Russian mob get involved, or the Chinese mob, or the American gangsters, or the South Korean guilds, or los carteles de Mexico, right? Like, how big is this gonna get? And that's sort of where my mind was going at in this.
Well,
I guess
in the
you'll just have
realm,
to see. But
yeah, in the realm of possibilities, everything is on the table. So
Is this
everything and nothing.
is this what you came up with, Rain?
Hmm?
It's a possibility. Everything's a possibility.
Yeah, technically, yeah.
I will say that I like the perspective that I don't think many people have of thinking not just the characters individually and theorizing on like other aspects of the show, because I think it's easy to become very character focused.
Say that again?
Like, I will say that I like the brainstorming for the world because I think people tend to be very character focused. And that's all I will say.
Hey, no way. No way, you just muted. How?
How are we
Question.
doing, chat?
Question.
Uh-huh.
Are the fourth wall breaks intentional or not? Okay,
the
got it.
fourth wall breaks.
The times where Atsushi sometimes looks at the camera, or sometimes it feels as though things are being directed to us at the audience.
I don't know, but this is like I
Hmm.
really don't know.
I don't know how to answer this question because I don't know what's like.
I should check.
There are times, specific moments, little moments where Atsushi's kind of looking out, or sometimes a small comment is made where it feels as though it's not necessarily. It's not necessary. Can you give an example of one? The episode where I think it was last episode with the messenger, right? Where like things are going on, and it was like, oh, you know what? It might just be their internal thoughts.
Oh, now I remember. Okay. Okay.
Was it? Oh wait, was it? What was it again? And with the
Were you talking about the moment where like Dazai was trying to raising Sasaki up?
Oh God.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Help.
What? We. Oh no.
What are we doing?
There's 3 of us.
Okay.
We're recreating the dream.
Wait, can we?
Oh wait, he's gone. He is going.
He's gone. Wait, can we?
Never mind. He's getting another whiteboard.
No.
Wait, reconvene in the chat. Reconvene in the channel. Hold on.
Are we
It's
allowed
fine.
to run?
No, it's fine. It's fine. We're good.
Are we allowed to run?
We don't need to.
Yeah. Wait. You're right. Actually.
Why should we?
Exactly.
I'm just like, I don't actually know how to answer this question.
The fourth wall break one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think because kind of same.
But even if we knew the answer to that,
Even if we did, we wouldn't tell you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
I did have one little thing though. I'm gonna wait until he's done doing whatever he's doing. Cooking whatever he's cooking. Oh my God, there's more. Never mind. Yes, there's more.
No.
Oh,
Hi,
Stray.
Stray.
Hi
This is
there.
scary.
We're all gathering.
Thank you, Buttery, and that's exactly.
Can you?
Anyone else?
It's
Oh,
behind
no.
you.
Hello.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh no.
Gathering.
There's a lot of
We're gathering.
Brechtian elements here. I'm gonna lower their voice down
We are
just a little
assembling.
bit. There's
Hello.
there's a lot of Brechtian elements at play, and that's sort of what I'm trying to go ahead and dissect down.
Ed has not
Yeah,
said a
me
single
too.
word in a minute.
I have
He's
the
muted.
I have the
Are you
stream
okay?
muted so that it doesn't like overlap, and so I have
Yeah.
no idea what he's saying.
Same.
Does he
I
think
can
we'll slip
hear.
up? Does he hope we'll slip up? Because he's fucking
I don't
muted.
know.
I can like kind of read that. I don't.
Let's all hold hands, guys.
Yeah, we'll hold
Let's-
hands and we'll just vibe.
Let's all do a little circle.
Yeah, we'll just vibe as long as he's doing whatever.
Yeah, we just need to entertain the
Chad, how you doing?
everyone.
How's your day been?
I'm okay.
Um,
How's everyone? I have a bunch of questions for.
I have one little
for
thing from last
editor.
episode that I'm gonna mention whenever this is done, whatever this is going to be.
I'm wondering if he can hear us. Probably yes.
Yeah,
Oh
I
yeah,
think
I mean he's got his headphones on. He's just
He's just
muted.
muted.
Yeah,
Probably
he didn't
hoping.
mute the call itself, so.
Yep. He is muted, not deafened.
I'll
I
find
kind of
out.
want to know. Can someone read what's going on in the whiteboard?
Oh, Brechtian elements. Okay.
Yeah.
People.
I remember that guy. I read like one book for him in school and forgot all about it.
Oh, I did not.
I also didn't.
I'm like vaguely
I mean, German
familiar
school,
with
so
the term.
Oh well,
Bertolt
makes
Brecht
sense.
is the only guy I can think of.
Oh yeah, there's
Actually, let me
elements,
try.
there's people.
Oh, never mind. He's okay. Number 3.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh no.
Third
We are
page.
turning. We are turning sides.
This isn't cooking anymore. This is straight up marinating.
I will have you know, I was planning to go to bed earlier. It is 3 a.m.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Oh,
It's
same.
fine. I
no.
got nowhere to be.
Same.
Get rest
Well,
when you can, though.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I'm
absolutely.
fine. I can sleep anywhere. The thing is, like, even if I try to, like, just actually wait. Wait. I can go back to sleep properly tomorrow because my grandparents are back tomorrow.
Ooh.
I have only one more night of horrible, useless blinders.
Oh.
You can
Because
do it.
these fuckers don't block shit. 5 steak dinner or ashes? I don't know. Maybe he's not even cooking. Maybe he's baking.
Yeah.
Maybe he's
some
transcending.
chocolate chip cookies.
I just want to say to YouTube people, in the Discord, he talked earlier. He's like, "Oh yeah, I had dreams where I was speaking to all of you."
Yes.
He literally,
We were
I
scared.
think, around what 2 in the afternoon his time or something, 2 or 3 in the afternoon. He pings me in the Discord and is just like,
Only
"At
Vince.
Vince, I have questions," and then doesn't elaborate.
That was
And
so
then
ominous.
at some point later, he joins the call and is like, no elaboration. First thing, Seagull. Lord of the
Seagull?
Rings. Harry Potter.
Harry Potter.
And then doesn't elaborate once
Ooh.
more and just leaves.
We're like,
Oh,
okay.
that's why. Okay,
Like
I'm
so
connecting the
cryptic like
dots.
In the No Ed channel, by the way, the
In the
channel
No Ed,
warned
yeah.
against Ed.
Like, none of us could even react because I think we were all just confused.
He keeps joining chats
To
that
be
say
fair,
no Ed
chat.
aloud.
To be fair,
He can't
Yeah,
read.
I
it's
always say
written.
when I'm gonna join.
It's
I'm gonna
written.
join chat, and I always go through with it. So, to be
But if
fair,
you're
He does
talking,
that
we cannot
anyway.
hear you.
that's okay. They're not meant
You
to
are
do
muted.
that.
Yeah,
Because exactly.
He's saying stuff to the
He's defending
call.
himself right now.
Oh no.
Oh, I got ads.
Oh,
Evil
I am
Ed
not
is
fucking
Mine
defending
just
following
himself.
finished.
Oh well.
He just
They're
said
not meant
something.
to
I don't
hear
know what he
me.
said. Oh,
He's
okay,
talking
good to know.
behind our backs.
Okay.
Well, turn on stream.
I unmute
Okay.
periodically.
Okay.
Never mind, he's back.
Oh, hello.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi there. Welcome back.
Uh-huh.
So if this is a Brechtian approach, right? Is the whole aspect of this like the Brechtian approach that is happening on Bungo Stray Dog actual purpose of the author's intent, where at times it's reminding us that this anime is an anime, this book is a book, so on and so forth, with the whole purpose of us being actively aware of what's happening. With that comes in the other question, which is like, what do the characters actually know about the world and the environment that is actively happening inside of this, right? And the fourth wall breaks that are constantly or smally happening inside of there. I don't know if that makes any sense, but why is that going on? So that's leading me to my thought process is like, okay, how does the author want his work to be seen? Is this an aspect of like trying to get others to realize and connect with the main points and the main elements that are in there, right? I.e. found family, i.e. these tropes, these themes that are consistently coming through this in this manner, right? Why include them? Why include them in this manner when you know that some fourth wall breaks are happening, where some elements are happening on through, where Brechtian choices are being made, where, for example, Dazai, for just a small moment, gets up and like does a small smirk or a small something for us, the audience, to be able to go to recognize it. When these stages are being introduced in sort of a theatrical element, right, where acts are happening through what may be different seasons, but in this first season, it's all happening in such a constrained manner, right? So it's like, is the breaks or the introduction or the flow on purpose and designated with a specific element? Even more so, The number one thing that I kind of touched into, and this is thanks to Vince's comment there, like earlier, which is, are the Brechtian approach or literary elements presented to the people so that we're able to go and interpret these literary characters or these literary elements as a part of our reality, right? Is the story meant to be retrospective or like, in the present? And even more so, the theatrical interpretations of the findings inside of the meaning of life and the way that they're being used, the literary elements to connect with others, using authors, using, the superpowers of their, books or so on and so forth. I guess my main question inside of this is this even real?
Are we even real? Is anything real?
I was gonna ask the same thing.
Is this show even real? I'm not kidding.
Okay, but like,
I don't know, is it?
in what aspect? Like, define real.
What do you consider reality?
Is this show? Is this show maybe? I feel like buttery. I mean, it's an interesting concept. I'm like knocking everything down because I'm in this whole dream and concept and everything is just like breaking itself down. Is this show could this show or book or literature element not just be a part of someone else's work and we're just going through it?
Huh.
Like an
I'm
intro.
trying to wrap my head around like what the explanation or the question.
I kind of get what you're going for. I think
it's an interesting idea.
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
I mean, with the type of show it is, I'm not going to be surprised if it's something very meta, but well, yeah, I guess it's an interesting thing to consider.
Could it be? I don't know.
Definitely interesting thought process.
I don't know. As I take apart, I've explored it 3 times over. No, as I take apart like the way that the characters are introduced, the fact that the characters are authors with books, right? Don't get me wrong. There's all of these stylistic elements that like we're being suckered into this world, to this beautiful world, and I'm even protective of our being and all of these individuals that are being introduced. But it's making me wonder: is this show not a book within a book within a book?
Bookception.
Yes.
I don't know. It would be cool, but like I don't think we can tell you the answer to that one.
It would be also crazy.
That was interesting, Kimch. I love it. Like you guys are all meeting my analysis of you guys as well.
I am genuinely trying to think.
This is actually like a really hard question.
That you don't want us to answer, but at the same time, you're trying to psychoanalyze us and our to build your theories. So I think that's kind of unfair.
No, I genuinely never actually thought of this. Like I think about these about like shows like these, but I don't think about them in like this way. So this is like the first time I'm trying to process this as you tell it to us, as you explain it to us.
I don't think my mind. Oh, sorry, go on.
I was gonna say, are you thinking of this more of like, is it for the purpose of explicitly like the author having the audience connect with these characters in the world in a specific way, or are you considering like this kind of meta element as part of the narrative?
No, that's part of the narrative. Like we're being approached by a Brechtian approach here, which means that the author is aware, right, that or the author wants to make you aware that we are watching an anime that's a reflection, a mirror, and sometimes a window of life.
Right?
Okay.
No,
so
I get
I'm reading up on fucking Brecht right now because I forgot what that guy was all about.
So that guy would do theater productions, right? They're, like the Brechtian approach in theater is you would watch a show and then randomly in the show, the characters, the actors would break character, or they'll start doing something completely off script to remind the audience that they are watching a play.
Okay.
Oh yeah, you talked about it in the last episode.
Yes, and because of that, sometimes individuals will because it's holding up a mirror, right? And sometimes we connect to these characters and it's beautiful, but sometimes it can give us a meaning to keep carrying on. Like all of you have showcased that this anime has given you a purpose to keep going, a found family, a life, which means that he's done a phenomenal job and he's fucking giga-brained. If this is what I'm thinking, the author's giga-brained altogether. I don't have.
Oh, as like that
Yeah,
when I
for sure.
catch him.
So this is pushing it even further, which is if he's thinking through all these layers. And by the way, Brecht is also a post-war author.
Right. True. True.
Okay.
Well,
so we think that he's addressing us, the audience,
Through his
directly.
works. Yeah, he's holding up a mirror and a window at the same time.
Would be interesting.
Well, something that is interesting about post-war like literature and art is that it's also like at the time of like absurdism and how like through art and literature like artists try to like convey how absurd like everything around them is, like all the tragedies and all the yeah.
Yeah. Also, thank you for making me think about a guy that I have not thought about since like 10th grade when I was forced to read one of his things.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
no.
We read one of his pieces. I think at some point. I forgot which one, but I remember the name and we dealt with him.
I was about to say, Bertolt Brecht lives free in my head. He's one of the many individuals that lives free in my head. Freud also lives free in my head, but that's just because I dislike him.
The one
Valid.
person
Understandable.
coming up all the
Yeah.
time, and I see him everywhere. Is Carl Jung? Like, why
Oh,
is he
yeah.
chasing me?
Don't even
I
get me
see him
started on
everywhere.
Carl. Don't even
my
get me
God.
started on Carl Jung. I have issues with a lot of the older psychologists.
I see Friedrich Schiller everywhere just because I had to read about him in school, and then he was mentioned at some point during one of my psychology assignments again.
So
Oh, for me, it's a Saussure.
So the question that I have is, sorry, I'm going to jump into this.
Yeah.
If this world keeps on expanding, will we see individuals with the abilities and powers of other books and other instances out there? So, will we see individuals come on through would say like the power of, I don't know, the Declaration of Independence or or
Oh my god.
or like Moby Dick or I know I'm throwing random things out
What
there.
counts as a book?
Or can it be a poem?
Well, yeah, what counts, right?
Yeah, what counts?
Would
we
we
see
play count?
Yeah, would we see Freud in there and be like psychodynamics? Like, let me
Oh, dear
psychoanalyze you.
Oh.
That's gonna be like in like season 8 of the show. It's just Freud and all the psychologists.
Christ.
You're making a cameo there.
Oh God, Rampo versus Ed official.
Yeah, it's canon.
Can there be
It's an
multiple
OVA.
abilities that have names from books by the same author?
Trust.
Like, and that's the main thing. Is like, would we see things like The Seagull or like Crime and Punishment or Harry Potter? Like, you name it. What I'm getting at is, as we keep expanding this world, will we see themes of these books, of these abilities? I heard massive typing of these powers start coming through.
I'm writing stuff down.
Oh, I heard like like on my end.
I'm also taking notes.
Okay,
Yeah, me
but
too.
like out of all of those classic books, which one do you think would make a good ability concept? Like, which one do you think actually says something about the narrative of Bungo Stray Dogs? Which one would fit inside this universe?
Oh, Lena's here. Hi, Lena.
Hey, Lena.
Hi, Lena.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello. Don't mind me, I'm just.
By the way, I might be overcooking like an insane amount, and I apologize in advance, especially.
You're good. Better overcook than undercook.
Especially because
Exactly.
Vince and Rain sent me down like a deep breakdown of like what is this show to even begin with. Not necessarily like being inside the show, but what is the show. Like, yeah, I apologize on that. Sometimes my mind goes a little haywire.
I think it's fun because like even
Never
I
apologize.
think like even a lot of us have never really thought about it in this way.
Yeah, you were thinking like very far, but at the same time in a very concise way, and it's very impressive, so don't apologize at all.
Like a lot of us, I feel like have probably watched and read this story like multiple times, and at least like I may have had like fleeting thoughts that may at some point have gone in this direction, but never like properly organized in a way. It was like a moving on thing, if anything.
And just a friendly reminder, we're in season 1, episode 8, so I don't know what the fuck is out there. Is the best way for me to put it. But I am really curious about what may come.
At least you are aware that there is a lot out there.
True.
Well, I mean, there's 5 seasons, right? And a movie and an OVA.
Yes, that's what I
And
mean.
OVA, and more at some point.
Yeah,
Probably.
I mean, when it comes to fourth wall breaks, I think you need to do them with a very specific purpose, right? Like to make sure that it actually is saying something interesting. So,
Well, does a fourth wall break have to say anything interesting?
I think not necessarily, like not interesting.
sometimes
but
they
more
can just
of
be
well-placed.
a notch. But
Well, and that's the Brechtian approach.
Yeah, it's just a little reminder.
elements in a story are supposed to have a purpose, right?
Not necessarily. Well, if you're approaching the story through a Brechtian approach, it doesn't necessarily have to have a purpose. Again, the purpose is to remind the audience that you're watching a show.
Yeah, but why are you reminding the audience that you're watching a show?
Shits and giggles.
Mirrors and windows is the best way I can put it.
Do you feel approached, Ed, by these moments?
Are we approaching you?
What do you mean by that? Wait a minute. Let me start shaking uncontrollably now. Let me start typing rapidly. I'm going to create my own thread, okay?
Look at the window.
Edgar only. Bungo stray dog theories. No one allowed. You know,
Just you.
Just me. No
Okay.
mods.
But since we are
Just
the illiterate house cats and we cannot read, it cannot stop us.
Yeah,
from anything anyway.
We're illiterate house cats, okay? Like
we want to see you work through it.
Yeah,
I
never
mean, like,
mind.
hey,
Guys.
like
We're
you
just
make a lot
watching
of
you.
us think too, so that's fun.
Oh man. No, but I will say though, it is a very, very good show. If it's making us think this much and it's making us theorize about the future and what may come and all, like, what other show could get you to go infinitely on theories and stuff like this? That I think I'd be spending 2, 3, 4 hours like on an episode, a 20-minute episode, theorizing and going over. No, like
Not the first series you're doing it, but I get it.
yeah.
But I find
We're
my
so
goal
glad
is
you
that
are.
you
Sorry.
can
And
think
trust me,
this much
once you're done with this one, we have a lot more in store. Always.
about a story and then just not keep watching it. Like, how can you just not keep watching it and get the answers?
Can you imagine we reach the end of season 1 and then I'm like, bye guys.
Oh my god!
Like, yeah.
Could you
Don't
live
do
with
this.
that?
Oh.
Abandon us all on the side of the road.
I don't think
There
Ed's
will be
mind would
riots.
handle that.
I think
We're
we
gonna be
would
like
need to
Atsushi.
kidnap
We're gonna
you.
be on the streets and we're gonna starve.
We're gonna rob the next drowning man we see.
Make y'all orphans, like actually play the role of like
Dreaming about
Yeah.
chocolate.
I cannot help you there.
But anyway, I think the question was asked, like, if I wanted to see any of these like powers like really be there, there's a couple actually. Do you guys mind if I share what some of these would be? Like, and I think that they're
We do.
Yes.
Okay.
Please.
Go ahead.
So
Oh, well,
so
we don't mind. So
yeah, so one of these would be like, if I could use modern titles and older titles, I think that'd be kind of cool. Like Frankenstein by Mary Shelley, right? Have someone the ability to go ahead and like swap mind and body. I think that'd be kind of cool, right?
Ooh, that's cool.
That'd be a cool ability. Like, just throw them out there. Dracula, right? Have the ability to make minions and little vampires, or like curse people. That would be cool. The great Gatsby, right? Have the ability in a big way to, like, I don't know, get like powers through your influence and money in some capacity, because we all know that the whole thing about the Great Gatsby was like the more that they tried to go ahead and have influence and money and power, right, the greater of a chance he had to go ahead and meet his love, right? Blind Sight by Peter Watts, incredible book, by the way. You guys should read it. It's a good sci-fi book. Very heavy on the sci-fi though. The ability to go ahead and limit sentience, or the ability to be seen or known or understood. That is a huge power, even though you might not fully believe it. What's another one out there? The Count of Monte Cristo. That's be an interesting buttery. Moby Dick, right? Imagine this, right? You're about to mess me up, and I have the power of God on my side. Like, that would be incredible. What's another one?
There's also a picture of Dorian Gray.
Yes.
I'm trying to
Yeah.
think what else did you name in the call? What kind of
Lord of the Rings was one.
Harry
Ooh.
Potter, The Invisible Man.
The Invisible Man, of course. You can turn invisible. Like, how cool is that? Like, are you kidding me? Like,
I think we should say some that are.
That's Chekhov, I think.
yeah,
right?
that's is that Chekhov? I think that's Chekhov. Yeah, that is
We need to
Chekhov.
say some that appear in the show and some that don't appear in the show, so that we cannot give him information via our silence.
So the seagull in of itself is like, I don't know how else to put it. Like, I think that a cool power for that would be like setting up a Chekhovian gun. So essentially, no matter what, you will hit the Chekhovian milestone that I'm setting for you in some way, shape, or form. So it's like a milestone hit type of thing where it's gonna come back and bite you in the butt. Like, oh, you see the introduction of this gun here? Well, guess what? You're gonna have to use this gun in a chapter to come.
Oh well.
Yeah, that would be that in a very like out there way. What's another one? Crime and Punishment. That'd be a cool one.
Huh.
What do you think for it?
I have not actually read most of these, by the way.
You've
I
not read-
barely know most of them.
I
Same.
am halfway through the book of.
I know the
Crime and
names, but I have not
Punishment.
read like I think any of them properly.
I think I tried to read some Dostoevsky in high school, but I didn't get through it because I was too busy.
For a lot
I
of
heard that was like pretty complicated.
it
It
is. Yeah, I like how we're like, it is.
Yeah. I was reading that in high school too, so
I had to do it for a play. It's the best way for me to put it. It was a long time ago, like beginning of high school. But I think a cool power for that, like it'd be something along the lines of like judgment, or like, i.e., like like, how do we get here, right? I just got here. Did you watch Bungo? Yes, I did. I did watch Bungo episode number 8. What's another good one out there? I'm thinking of a couple out there. You know what? Even poets, right? Edgar Allan Poe. We gotta throw that out there, right? Who else? There's a lot. There's a lot out there. That's overall some of the ones I know. I throw out there, like Harry Potter, right? You turn into a magical little boy, or girl, little wizard.
oh god.
You turn into
Magical
an
little creature.
orphan.
But to be fair, if what's her name was in this show, I'd kind of want her to get eliminated quickly. Like, I hate to put it this way, but I don't stand for any of their.
I
No.
get you.
We're all on your side.
Okay, good.
Wait, what? Wait, I zoned out. What?
That is the disclaimer. I mean, he just said the title for the cover. Okay, let's not get into it. Let's move on, shall we?
Yes, no, I had to watch I was also in the Great Gatsby, a play. Oh my god, I think I still have a video or pictures of me in like.
Oh damn.
In the play. Oh god.
It has, again, if you guys don't know, it has some theoretical knowledge. He's directed some plays, I think, right?
Yeah, I have an associate's degree in theater as well.
Damn, psychology and a theater kid.
Well, I have.
Yes.
I have 6 degrees. I have
explains a lot.
How many?
6 associate degrees.
Wow.
Yeah, two bachelors and then masters in the doctorate. Yeah, so it's my associate degrees are in sociology, psychology, theater, music. I had my gen ed for philosophy and general education. So
Jesus.
yeah,
I barely get one of those.
much.
yeah.
And you see why he's catching up on some series. He's
Yeah, no
he's
fucking
up.
wonder.
Well, and the big thing is, it's gonna sound really bad. I had a scholarship. Uh, that unfortunately, what I did is I met with my counselor, my academic counselor, and I was like, I want to get all of this done in about a year and a half or 2 years. What's the best path? Let's gamify this. So we broke down the entire course syllabus to try and gamify it, and then we found out that a lot of the courses interlap with one another. So for like example, the philosophy degree was only like 3 or 4 classes, but they met a lot of the requirements for all the other ones. And like same thing for like theater and all this other ones. So all the courses pretty much like interlapped, and I just needed to take like an extra theater course or an extra course in sociology or whatnot to get like the full associates, which is interesting.
Wild.
Wow.
That's smart.
And then I did my bachelor's in a year, which I will tell you, don't do it. Don't do it in a year. It was a lot of work.
I can imagine.
Yeah.
I can barely imagine.
Yeah, it was a full-time job, then full-time job, then your bachelor's, then still doing theater at the same time. It was a lot. It was a lot.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Oh God. That's
But
so
I can,
much.
go ahead.
I was gonna say I can barely like make breakfast for myself. I cannot imagine doing that much work.
I'm struggling on the one bachelor I'm on right now.
Same.
When did I sleep?
Yeah,
I
me
only got about
too.
2 or 3 hours of sleep a day during those days, Nikolai. It
Oh,
was
no,
very,
in high
very,
school.
yeah, it was very unhealthy for that period of time.
And then you
Jeez.
judge me?
Yes, Rain, because you should sleep more.
I do sleep.
Feel like giving advice, but then not following
Squad.
the example.
Okay, look, I can show you guys what the psychology says. It doesn't mean that I take it.
Do as I say, not as I do.
Be
Not as I
self-care,
do,
you know?
exactly.
Jeez.
But no,
At least
I still need a few seconds to process all of that.
oh, are you guys okay?
Yeah.
I'm good.
Say, like, I'm only in
No,
my
I was just shocked by
year.
the yeah. How
I mean, that is just really freaking impressive.
it is
Absolutely.
insanely.
Well, thank you all. But for me, I during that period of time, I was really like, I just need to get this done and over with. I just need it done
Oh,
in a
yeah.
yeah. It wasn't so much like I'm doing this for the clout. It was more like I'm doing this because if I don't do it, I know my parents are gonna like bitch at me and argue with me about like,
Ooh.
you know, you haven't done enough, you know. Oh, and I was still doing martial arts and fighting and lost a tooth during that time
My
as well.
God.
Oh my God.
Yeah, in case you guys don't know, I actually don't have I don't have a tooth. I don't know which one it is in the back of my like some of my front teeth are pushed in because I got kicked in there during cage fighting, and then
Oh.
not a lot, but it's just like the
Ooh.
two front teeth are pushed in a little bit, and then on the back I got kicked so hard that one of my teeth came flying out. So
Oh.
Fascinating.
yeah.
And you're saying it just like it's another Tuesday.
Yeah, cool. That's the thing is I teach martial arts, right? So, something you guys might not know. I've been in martial arts since I was 2 or 3 years old. Essentially learning how to do judo, karate, jiu-jitsu, all of this stuff. So fighting is a very normal thing.
I think you mentioned that
Mhm.
before.
The Adler
I
goes
actually done
crazy.
ninjutsu for a couple of years.
Yeah, and there's also the yaoi that I voiced in, and a lot of other like.
The what? Hold on. Rewind.
I did a lot of voice acting. I did a lot of voice acting in theater. So I. Yeah, I did.
He's not kidding.
No, I'm not kidding, and I'm not gonna give you guys the link towards it. But
You know what? I don't think I want to hear it.
We need to find it.
I'll tell you
No,
what,
I
it's
need
it's
to
really
hear it.
well produced from what I heard of it. You know, I was like,
If you wanna just be respectful, of course. Don't be too weird about it.
Oh no,
Oh
yes,
yeah,
of course.
obviously.
yeah,
Yeah, of course.
yeah.
Just
So,
joking here.
so I did a lot of voice acting back in the day. And actually, let me see if I can pull this up. Not the yaoi, not the yaoi. That's a curse and a half to have back there.
Put up the yaoi.
Please don't.
What was it called? Let me see if I can pull one of these up.
Goddamn.
Oh my goodness. I'm going deep into Ed lore today. What the heck?
No, really. We were watching episode 8 like a half an hour ago, by the way. That was the initial topic, and now we're here.
Yeah, that's how conversations evolve.
Where's it at? I gotta find it. Otherwise,
VOD watchers, you're getting a BSD special today, an Ed special.
Yeah, you're getting an Ed special. I like how I'm trying to cover up my screen like you guys could see it, but you guys can't. Oh.
From the Twitch.
Oh God.
So I don't see anything like docs already.
We see nothing. We are blind.
You're blind. Okay, here's another one. Hold on. I'm not saying they were good in any capacity, by the way, especially not during this time, because during this time I was going through quite a bit of stuff. But it was like, hey, you know what? I'll participate in it. I'll do stuff.
Yeah, why not?
Your resume must be very impressive. I guess that's why everyone jumped at the opportunity.
So there I am. That's pretty much it. That's all I'll show.
Oh my god.
It was like a brief second.
Oh, damn. The briefest sneak peek.
Yep. It's up there is the best way to put it.
Someone, enhance. Figure out what the video is.
You might literally just find it randomly or stumble upon certain like projects and stuff that I've worked on or been a part of. So it's just really, really interesting. I always say that, like, you never know, right? But anyway, let's go back into Bungo. Otherwise, we're going to go into Ed lore. We don't. Do you guys have any questions, or can I ask questions?
You can always ask questions.
Just ask questions that don't like try to get information out of us about like the future seasons.
Nope, can't do that. I gotta ask my questions.
I had one little thing that's like not a question, just something I've noticed last episode.
Okay.
Was last episode? Yes, I think like when you were initially like talking or speculating about like the president and whatnot, President Reizawa, and you know we had the whole discussion about like leadership and yada yada yada. When I think the episode started with that actually, with Kunikida like laying out the situation and whatnot. The small little thing that I never really noticed and kind of a subtle thing, but I do just like that scene where we have Rainzawa. I have to actively keep reminding myself to use the correct name. Sitting there, because like I feel like when you have a president, leader, boss of whatever kind, even if they're like handing off, you know, the stage to someone else to explain things, I feel like you would still somehow like pick up like, okay, this person with the way they're like positioned or whatever, they're still a leader. I do like how he was kind of just like sitting in the crowd basically, or along with the others, like not a seat apart, not at the end of the table. And like even when he gave his orders, he was like, he did not stand up, he did not like call big attention to himself. It's like a little thing that I kind of liked seeing.
Is he good or is he evil?
I don't know.
Or is he a part of a bigger plan?
I mean, do we have any indications that he might be evil?
Or good?
Yeah, I mean, from what we've seen right now, we have seen. I like the only two things I think I've seen that I've like caught on from the first 2 episodes is like at the end of episode 2 when, you know, Dazai was I'm literally only recapping what we've seen in these past episodes, by the way. Don't smirk like that. When we had like Dazai introduce Atsushi to him and he was like, I'll pass on, you know, I'll let Dazai decide what he wants to do. And him like not like really taking like spotlight or anything. I guess the way you would expect a leader to do.
Agreed.
Nice.
He reacts the way a leader should, but it's making me wonder about his ability. And it's making me wonder more so about what are the intents behind everything.
True.
Anyway, good question. I like your observation, Kimch. You always have good observations. Great job. You always make me think. You, Vince, everyone here, you guys make me think. And that's not good.
We try.
Oh no. I think you've made us think today as well. So
Definitely. A lot.
A lot.
Too much for 3:30 in the morning.
Oh yeah.
I do want to say something because I have to like head off here like
Mhm.
in a minute, just off the stage because I have to go get food.
Mhm.
But on the train, that moment where Atsushi kind of finds a purpose in himself in saving people, like whether or not that's like necessarily healthy, like am I worthy just because I'm doing something for someone else, but it's still like I thought it was a really beautiful moment because it's a step in the right direction.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I really liked how when that happened, the show actually like they exit like the tunnel that the train is in, and all this light comes flooding in to the train car.
Mm-hmm. No, it's
like this big moment for him.
it's very powerful, and that's what I'm saying is at least it's a purpose. It's better than no purpose, right? And for Atsushi, it's finding that will to live, which is huge, right? Ultimately, if we can it send you? Buttery's asking, can it send you spiraling back down if you lose that sense of purpose? You can if it's unhealthy, right? Like if you lose a sense of purpose, ultimately it's kind of like drifting, wandering without really like any intent. Which is why you'll always hear people, good therapists, good psychologists, ask you like, what are your goals and motivations? But if you put a lot of your worth onto other people, what happens when other people don't like you or that worth is lowered?
Well, I think Atsushi has like at the same time displayed like how much he wants to live, right? Like from the very beginning in the first episode, right? Like his determination, but at the same time he is very self-sacrificial. Like he has shown that he doesn't really, I mean, he puts other people's lives before him, like when
Yeah.
he covered the bomb. So I guess my question is if he's going to realize like the inherent worth that he himself has, right? And if that's going to, well, I don't know, because yeah, it's not really healthy what he's doing. Like trying to save others, not because of like a personal conviction, and rather because he wants to seek permission to live, right? Like he doesn't think that he's allowed to live as he is.
Right. But that's the main thing is like he needs to find that within himself. And luckily, I feel like the detective agency is allowing him the stability for them to start realizing a lot of these things, right?
Yes. I also love how every time he always freezes first and then he fights.
Yeah, kind of overcomes that.
Yeah.
But
From like all the episodes that we've seen so far, like even in the first one when he's almost dying of starvation.
Right.
I do like that it's not like I think you would see with like a lot of protagonists shonen. I don't think BSD is classified as a shonen. I'm not sure, but like protagonists, right, that like start even those that like start out, similarly to Atsushi. I feel like a lot of the time the transition from this like lack of self-confidence, self-sacrificial behavior, self-doubt, etc. The transition from that to like being brave and risking your life and putting yourself out there can sometimes feel a little rushed. So I like how they're doing it in this show. That it's like it's a bit of a slow burn, but a realistic slow burn. Like
well, I was about to say,
yeah,
they've been showcasing it with all the trauma flashbacks that people complain about so much. Like, legitimately, every trauma flashback has been like a stepping stone into this moment of realization. And that's what I love about it. Like, people might not like the trauma flashbacks, but for me, it's like these moments when he's realizing this stuff, it doesn't just come out of nowhere. It comes out of a steady and progressive pattern.
Yes, I love the trauma moments.
I love the
Like,
trauma.
Wait, that came out wrong.
I love the
I mean,
trauma.
I will
It's
stand by that
worse.
statement. In fiction, I love the trauma.
I agree
Me too.
Yeah.
Well, with that being said, alrighty, y'all. Anything else so I can put you guys back down and bring up a new group of individuals?
Oh, do you have anything else?
I don't know.
Oh. I do have
I had
something. Oh no, go on, Mallory.
Sorry. I had like a question for you, Ed.
Okay.
Regarding Yosano.
Okay.
Would you let her heal you? Even if would you trade your mental health, let's say, regarding the fact that she does kind of like torture
But
her
can I fix her?
patients mentally? But she would fix you mentally, you know?
Oh,
Can she
no.
fix you?
Well, I mean, nothing's broken. I'm not terminally ill or something at the moment, so.
Oh my god.
I meant like not like actually, but, like,
Hypothetically.
if you were in a situation where you absolutely like needed to be healed.
Oh, then yeah,
like,
of course.
you are going to die.
Of course, even though I feel like she's probably
but-
going to kill me 3 times over. Yeah, of course.
Okay, but she only healed herself once, right? Like, why did why did Tanisaki go through the,
Yeah,
through
why did
the
they say 4
treatment so many
times?
times? Like, what's the point?
4 times what? Like kill him
What was
4 times?
happening?
Was she like, nope, that's not right. Nope, not quite. Nope, messed up. Not fully.
not yet. What if she was fixing other elements, right? What if the power is like you fixed it, the things that you can like, notice about it? Then he's like, oh, mentally he's broken. I got to fix that too. I got to put him near death. Oh, nope. Turns out he still has trauma from his past. Oh, yeah.
Oh no.
That'd be that's such a funny concept.
It is. Especially with everyone we have in the agency.
Oh
Wait,
yeah.
Can she cure like blindness as well?
Interesting. I mean, if someone
Potentially.
if someone was like close to dying and she revived them, would that like keep what they already had? But that's a good question.
I mean, I don't like that idea exactly. Because what if someone was born that way? I mean, I guess it presumes that it's like one ideal way of being that is like fundamentally, fundamental for everybody.
Well,
so
I mean, that would also pose the question of like, is there like, if she could, would it be a difference between like, whether it's like whether you were born with it or whether it's like cause of an injury?
Well, and
would
then
that change things?
Comes in the thing is if she's able to go ahead and heal everything, wouldn't she heal towards an optimum state, which would mean like, i.e., everything working in like the best, most human state? And then wouldn't that also mean if Kunikita has ever been healed, then she has not healed his eyesight?
Yeah.
True, I guess. If
it's
he
a
has
fashion
ever,
statement.
I was gonna say fallen victim to her.
Or maybe he just likes his glasses.
Yeah, what if the glasses are just like no prescription, no nothing, like, he's just
He
wearing.
just likes how they look.
They make him look more authoritative, more teacher-like. It's a part of his schedule,
That is true.
Yeah.
It's written in the notebook
It's
that
in
he
the
needs to
notebook.
wear glasses.
His ideal wife will appreciate his glasses.
Yeah, exactly. But all right, I appreciate you, Mallory. You're incredible. Stray, Kimch, I'm gonna go to drop you back down, okay?
Sure thing.
Thank you.
I always feel like I want to say something else, but then I don't know what to say, so I need to accept that.
Oh, write it down. Write stuff down, Stray.
We have more chances. We're good.
True. Bye.
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 Bye, Kimch. All right, Joan, you had
Bye.
a question as well?
Oh, I did. I thought you were gonna put me down too.
No, I was saving you because I know that you had a question.
Oh, thank you. I did want to ask. I did have a few small questions, to be honest. I did want to ask, like, now that you know also like Yosano's power, and we also had Kaiji this episode. We had Kyoka. We got a bigger, like um, a better chance at checking out more powers, like what would be your current favorite?
Rompos.
Rebels? Just because it's yours?
Well, it's not my power, you know. I think he uses a lot more inducive. No, but honestly, if I could have any power, it's gonna sound bad. Maybe Yosono.
Since you're
Ooh.
bad.
No, because like imagine going to like a hospital, to like the children's ward, like, you know, where like they're on, like, you know, those individuals that may need it, and yes, you know, you might, you know, whatnot, and then just healing all those individuals that may need it. That for me would probably suffice.
I can definitely understand where you're coming from. And what do you think about the little philosophy we had between her and Kaiji, you know, about what death is? You were asking that on the stream.
I think death death is very interesting because everyone has a different ideal towards what like death is, right, in general. But I feel like if anyone that I'm curious about like their interpretation of death and what it will be ultimately is Dazai. But that's sort of what I'm trying to see what his childhood is like. I want to see baby Dazai and I want to break his brain. Like where did things go wrong?
Oh god. I mean, we'll see.
Yeah.
Well,
Anyway, Kion, any
see, like we saw Dazai a little bit. Well, obviously something went wrong.
obviously
Yeah,
something went wrong. Yeah.
somewhere for sure. Just oh, sorry, go on.
No, go ahead.
No, go on.
I was just gonna ask any final questions, Kyun?
Oh, then yeah, this is very silly, but I just wanted to ask, from what we've seen, now that you know Yosano, and you were kind of folding while watching her, if you had to pick, would you pick her or the ginger with the color?
Yeah. I you know what? I'm gonna plead the fifth on this.
Oh no.
I know you're making a tough choice here. You're making a tough choice. It's like, do I want a Dami mommy or do I want to be the Dami daddy, right? With the ginger. I don't
Wait,
know.
what?
Right? It's one or the other, right? Help? Oh, I mean, who would? Okay, first off, let's put it this way: this entire episode, Atsushi's been throwing it back.
True.
Yeah, like
Kunikida was also throwing it back last
so
episode.
let me ask you this: and I don't know the full wording for this. Is Atsushi a, what is the word for top or bottom in Japanese?
Uke and Seme.
Oh, there you go. You see?
Of course, Ray
See,
knows.
I mean, I study Japanese. At least I know the basics.
The basics, yeah, uke and seme. Well, that's
My
a question. No, like that's actually a question.
What Atsushi is? You're asking that?
What do you think Atsushi is?
I mean, I don't think I think that far ahead when I look at him, to be honest.
So sorry, but the chat is so funny right now.
What do you think?
Honestly, I think he's verse.
Oh, why?
Ooh.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know if I can ask why. That's kind of anyway.
I think they're more verse, you know, because we've seen times where I know everyone in the chat's just like
sorry.
Okay, so
I'm so sorry, everyone.
Well, Yeah, it is what it is. But the thing is, like, this is another big trope instead of just relationships in general, right? And a lot of like anime is the best way to. It is PG. Well, who said PG-15? I said anything's allowed as long as it's allowable on Netflix or YouTube. And I've seen way worse on Netflix and YouTube. Wait a minute. My mod's coming in here throwing like like new rules at me that I haven't even invented. Like, yeah, wait a minute. But no, that I find a lot of these characters just interesting because ultimately character dynamics are very fluid and they can switch from one to the other based on who you're with, right? So interesting questions. All right, Kyon, I'm gonna go and put you down though. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you
Bye.
guys. Bye bye.
Alrighty. Well, up next. Where you at? Yana, welcome on through. Hi. Oh. Hello?
I'm here.
Oh, good. I'm glad you can hear me. Hi,
Oh,
Yana.
okay. Hi, how are you guys?
Doing good. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Yeah, it's like 7:50 in the morning where I am right now.
Oh
Oh no.
gosh.
I just woke up, and I was really sad because I couldn't catch your stream.
Well, you came in for the discussion portion, so that's great. But anyway, do you have a question for
Okay.
us?
Yeah. I'm really sorry. English is not my first language, so if I mess up the grammar or anything, I'm apologizing in advance. So, what I wanted to ask you was that Azure Messenger episodes, right? Part 1 and 2. There was a thing that when I was watching your video on YouTube, I noticed something, and I didn't finish the video, so I actually don't know whether or not you've talked about it already, but I still wanted to ask, and that is, you know that scene where they were driving with the taxi driver and Kanikita was showing him the pictures of the victims, and one of them had the glasses on, the one that, you know, the taxi driver was disguising himself as one of the victims. Uh, at that time, Dazai started like joking around about Kunikita's glasses, and he was like, maybe it's your time to shine because you're also wearing glasses or something silly like that. And he made a joke about it at that time. And then when I was watching with you, I realized that he made that joke about glasses one more time when they were in the agency. And they were looking at the newspaper, and Dazai said something like, "You look manly. I would look great with your glasses on too." And that was when I was thinking that he already made a joke like that, right? For shows like this kind of gets redundant when you like. Why would you talk about it again?
Right.
Right. Why are you so fixated on the glasses part? And when he put it on, he stole Kanikita's glasses and put it on himself. And that was the part when Kunikita understood that the taxi driver was the one who was disguising himself. And then they went immediately to him to confront him, I mean. So I was thinking that, oh, and after that, Dazai never made that joke again. That was the last time. So do you think that it was intentional?
Yeah. Well, that, and I keep saying that they have to, like, number one, they're partners for a while, right? So they have to have a code in between them, and you know, when one or the other is not picking stuff up, like nothing happens in this anime for no reason. Like everything's in here because there's a purpose behind it,
Yeah.
and stuff that we've seen is almost intentional to the point where it's pushing them until they come to the realization of what they are alluding to. We've seen that happen in episode 1 with Atsushi, right, where they start interrogating him and the tactics that are being used, like they start feeding off of one another, and they're very smart because it's almost like if you're not actively paying attention, it just kind of like it goes away in the background. You're like, oh, they just brought up the same joke again, but it's not a joke. It's again like it's pushing each other to see everything a little bit more clear.
But here's the thing: they in the agency they were alone, so they didn't have any outsiders listening in. So Daza could just tell him that I think this is him.
So
He
how
didn't.
yeah, but how would
He
you
was
know?
nudging Nikki.
How would you know that the agency
Um,
hasn't been bugged?
I mean, how else would they have their discussions?
Yeah,
Like
most discuss.
private.
But that's true to where like if you ever go into any form of like criminal psychology training or any form of like
Mhm.
police background or anything like that, one of the key things that they tell you is assume that any room that you're in is not safe, even the room that you work in. So how do you develop codes inside of codes? That's sort of where it's at, especially for someone like Dazai that came from a extremely shady background. It's like, ooh.
But it also makes me think that maybe he just wanted Kunikira to come to that conclusion because he thought that he needed the spotlight or something, the credit, because he was already feeling guilty about what happened earlier about with Rokuzo's father.
I think for me, it comes more in alignment with like if you're working with your partner or something, you might have your own conclusions, but you always want to make sure that your team kind of gets an idea as to what's going on. Like, can there be absolutely a push for that? Yeah, right, absolutely. But at times like this, it's also important that like you drop hints, in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
But anyway, Yana, you said that your English was not good, and yet you like completely did a-okay. Like you're asking questions and follow-ups like perfectly fine. What? You did great. Are you
Well,
kidding
it's my
me?
second language.
What's your first language, if you don't mind me asking?
Yes, it's Bengali.
Bengali. Ooh, that's awesome. Actually, I haven't really even heard Bengali. I had a ooh. Okay, I need to hear.
Bengali is like crowned as the sweetest language in the world or something.
And chat is reminding you to feed Loki. I'll feed him in a bit, Lena. I'll feed him in a bit. But no, absolutely. I was about to say you killed it. You did wonderful. Any other questions though? Especially
Thank
because we do
you.
have Rain here.
No. You can. I'm done. And I just had that one burning question, and you can. The others can go now.
Well, Yana, can I
That
say
was a
welcome?
very cool question.
Yeah. That was a deep
Thank you.
question too. That's why I'm like thinking about it now
I was like
too.
poring over it for the last 2 days. Like, oh my god, why have I never like noticed that
You're
glasses part?
noticing
Why did
things
he
that
make
like
that
I
joke?
didn't even notice. You're insane, Yana. I'm so proud of you. That's awesome, though. That is awesome.
Oh, thank you. You're awesome.
No, you. I'm gonna Uno reverse that. And welcome to the family, to the Bungo Stray Dog family that
Thank
we have
you.
here.
Thank you.
Alrighty.
I'm really happy that I could join.
Yeah.
Thanks, Mo.
Of course. I'm gonna bring you back down. Thank you, though.
Okay. Bye bye. Bye, Rain.
Bye.
Oh, Rain, you're amazing.
What did I do?
Well, like you've cultivated such a good community here. All right, hold on. I'm gonna invite Evie to speak, and then I'm gonna limit it to one question, y'all, so that way we can knock everything out. Because I do gotta go. I do gotta feed Loki, and then I'll probably be back later for some Expedition 33. I know you're reviving the fandom, Rain. Hi, Evie. What's up?
Hey, how's it going? I just got home not too long ago.
Oh, well, hi. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well.
How'd stream go today?
Good so far. I mean,
Missed y'all?
it's been a great episode. Yeah.
What'd you think of today's episode?
It was good, very action oriented, and also we got a sweet little bean that's a part of the family now, so we're adopting a new one.
Yes, we are absolutely adopting her.
Oh, have you
So
watched
precious.
everything now? Like,
Oh yeah, I sped ran the first season. Like I could not get enough of it. I was hooked
wow.
from like the first episode, honestly.
Wait, did you start watching it because you knew that we were going to start watching it?
Partly.
Chat, what have you
Partly
done?
because I knew that we were going to be watching this. I wanted to be able to watch out for spoilers for you. But also, I was legitimately invested in the storyline.
Chat, you're indoctrinating more people into the fandom.
Oh my god. I'm so happy.
So, what do you think your favorite part about today's episode was? Or who did you like learning the most about?
I want to learn more about my little bean. She is my daughter now. Okay, we're adopting her. Like, I want to
Yeah.
protect her. She deserves nothing but a big dysfunctional family.
She's actually a precious cinnamon roll.
Exactly. She looks like it. She's so small. She's our daughter now. It's great. It is great. But
Because of
also,
it, though. Go ahead.
but also, like, I want to know more about when Ginger is going to come out. I'm really curious about Gingy, and when we're going to see him with this collar.
Oh,
my
what a
god.
day that will be.
um,
Oh, what a day.
Butter is asking what's my initial impressions of her. I think that this is another path that Atsushi could have taken, and it really clearly showcases that a lot of orphans unfortunately don't get lucky the same way that Atsushi did, and sometimes they're just used as pawns. So it's a terrifying thought, but I guess that's why I say, guess what? Like, it happens in the real world where people just pick up on individuals, when they're at their most vulnerable and make them do heinous things. So yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it?
It's wild. It's absolutely wild. But all right, Evie. Well, thank you so much. I hope that you had a good day. I hope that it gets better. I'm gonna put you back down because I'm gonna speed run through this so I can give Loki some food.
Okay, bye.
Bye. You're incredible.
Bye.
No,
Okay.
you.
No, her. She said no, you. Got her. Oh, Rose. Okay, I guess I just invited Rose instead. I thought it was Gutter, but I guess it's Rose. One question. Go. All right, giving her 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Okay, then I guess Gutter. Hi, Gutter.
Hello.
Hello, how are you
Hi.
doing?
I'm doing pretty good. It's been a while.
It's been a hot minute. I didn't know that you
Been
were
a
like
hot
super
minute.
into like Bungo.
Oh yeah, bro, Rampo. Okay, Bungo's not my favorite anime, but Rampo is my favorite character, like in general of anime. You know?
I feel you. I love
Oh.
Rampo. I love Rampo.
Oh, you should, man. I'll make it quick. I know you got a lot of people. This is, just generally. I know there isn't much to go off of with the episode that you're on, but do you have any like thoughts, any opinions on Rampo? Any things to give? Anything like that?
Oh, I always have a lot to give on Rampo, but that would take hours. I love Rampo. I feel like he probably has a dark childhood where no one understood him, so he probably grew up being very lonely,
Oh,
and probably
all right.
misunderstood or not socializing well.
I see. I see.
In the short, I don't know. He's a little sweetheart is the best way for me to say it.
That's very true. That's very correct.
Well, I was
I
about to
think
say,
he's a sweetheart.
yeah, no, I hope that we go into his backstory at some point in time. I'd love to like
Yeah, well, we'll see, man.
break him apart. I like how you're like, we'll see, man, but like it's making me like, how much trauma does this poor man have?
Time will tell. Time will tell. I can't wait to see you see. Right?
Got her! Ah! You've been trained too well as well. Since the Delta Undertale vibes.
The mods have been on me. I'm not a spoiler.
Well,
That's right.
Thank you so much, Gunner. I'm gonna put you back down. I'm gonna be moving
You're
quickly
very
through
welcome.
this.
I'll see you later. Have a good night.
Bye. Be safe.
Bye.
All right, Rose, you're up next. One question.
What will it be?
I know. What is the meaning of life? Well, does Rain put cereal in the bowl first or milk?
I usually put milk.
You put milk in the bowl first? Oh,
Yes,
Rain.
but the answer, like the true answer, would be that I usually don't eat breakfast.
Rain, no! I put the cereal
But
first because I don't want to get like, I want to get some crunches before the milk goes in. Is the best way for me to put it.
oh no, I don't like crunchy cereal.
You don't like crunchy cereal?
I might be a psychopath. I know.
Do you like soup? Is that it?
Oh yeah, definitely. Like I have warm milk because I warm it up first and then put the cereals in.
I'm learning so much about you, Rain. It's wonderful.
Oh my god! But I mean, that's. I mean,
Hello.
in my defense, hi.
Hi.
Hi, hello.
Hi, Adri. How you
I'm
doing?
so sorry.
No, you're fine.
No, don't worry.
I was. Ooh. I'm sorry. I just wanted to say because I wanted to talk about something last episode and I didn't have the chance to talk about it, so I'm gonna go really, really, really quick. I'm gonna talk as fast as I possibly can, humanly can.
Okay,
All
go.
right. Okay. So first of all, I want to thank you so much because I did a psychology exam and literally everything you talked about, like the Erickson's, the Narlo, I forgot his name, Narlo's hierarchy of need, Andworth's, I forgot their name. They were all in the exam, so I thank you very much. I
How'd you
hope I passed
do?
that exam. I don't know. We don't know the result yet.
I bet you anything if you used any of the themes that you've taken from like the videos and the stuff that we do here, you probably did well. You probably did very well.
Thank you. Yes. Also, I wanted to talk about like I'm gonna become you for a second right now
Okay.
because we were talking about this literally the day when you did the like I was looking at it before you did the stream in the episode and you were talking about morality and stuff like that. And then as I was studying, I was like, hey, this is we're also talking about a little bit about morality, right? So do you know I don't know if this theory is liked or not. I don't know anything. I'm sorry. But do you know the theory of Lawrence Kohlberg?
Yeah, Kohlberg's theory of moral development.
Yes, exactly, right? And I wanted to ask you, considering putting the three characters Atsushi, Kunikida, and Dazai, right?
Mhm.
Where do you think they would fall in, right, in these levels? Because my professor like my professor said something that was interesting, and it was like in like a lot of people do not fall into the post-conventional. Majority people fall in conventional, and I was wondering, where do you think these three characters will fall into?
You see,
Or if they would fall in none of them all.
a big aspect of the issues with the best way that I can put it is that's Piaget's. I pulled up the wrong one. I pulled up cognitive development instead of moral development. Here we go. That's Kohlberg. Wait, no. Why do I have it labeled as Kohlberg? Oh, because this is Kohlberg's. There we go. It took me a hot minute. I have all the theories in my thing, right? So one of the big ones that I'll go ahead and throw in here, right, is unfortunately a lot of people don't adult.
Oh, sorry, you cut off?
A lot of people don't adult. A lot of
Oh.
people, unfortunately, get stuck in aspects of school age issues or teenage issues and below. A lot of aspects of adulthood, you have to remember, in order to reach like the things of adulthood that like people highlight, like moral, developmentally, being able to go ahead and understand that morality is gray and that there's different elements in there. A lot of individuals don't fully reach it because ultimately, when you look at Maslow's hierarchy of needs, a lot of individuals growing up don't have their needs met. So it's harder for them to start thinking abstractly and start thinking sociologically how to go ahead and conform. So you have a lot of instances where authority and social order tends to be a big issue, where conformity and interpersonal accord is a big issue. Self-interest, right? Social contracts. They might have been hurt by a friend or a loved one, and unfortunately, that's sort of where they get stuck in their own developmental cycles.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna, because I looked at the stream, it's not the one that the one that I'm looking, it's not the same one that I saw. I don't know. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the ones that
Uh,
I have is Kohlberg's Modern Theory of Development, and it's broken down into 3 specific segments.
oh yeah, okay. Sorry, it's just my text is in Spanish, so sometimes it's hard for me to like translate it completely into English.
Ah, okay. Yeah. Yeah. But at the same time, you have to remember, like for us, Kohlberg is really only used when we encounter individuals on the anti-personality spectrum, in order to go and showcase like where the issues stem from. It's not really widely used unless, of course, there's like huge moral implications. For the most part, we tend to go out and use all the other theorems.
All right, yes, yes, yes. Because I was just looking at it. All right, it doesn't like the thing is this is a really fast like lesson. Like basically, it just throws you a bunch of theories and a
Oh
bunch of
God.
like basically yeah. Because we right now we have like this is the adolescence like
Adultos.
adult adultos temprano media y avanzado. Right. This is just one lesson that we learned one day in one day, and we have like we have the Lawrence Kohlberg, we have Erickson's, I think we have David Eckwind, um, just a bunch of other things, of other theories. Like
That's a lot of theorems to be thrown at one day. That I will be straight up with you. That's too many theorems to be thrown in one day for someone to properly understand.
yeah,
Like I could spend a
so
whole Bungo Stray Dogs video on one theorem just to make sure it's cemented in your brain. Because no way in hell would I throw like 8 theories at you and be like, "All right, figure it out, chat." Like, you know.
yeah, so like for like what we have right here right now, like for the desarrollo moral, it says como las personas suelen elaborar juicios morales sobre temas que suelen generar conflicto, ¿verdad? That's like it doesn't give us anything else, right? It just gives us like what they are. Like we have preconvencional, which is obediencia por temor y castigo. Nivel convencional, que son literalmente like your morals are based off like reglas sociales y las leyes. Y después está postconvencional, where your morality is more universal. Like our ethics are more universal.
So what you're looking at here in this one is obedience and punishment level in stage 1, self-interest, right? Where the age range, and then no difference in between doing the right thing and avoiding punishment. Interest shifts towards rewards rather than punishment, i.e. where do a lot of kids, if you give them a candy, they love candy, they'll do anything for candy or for being told that they're awesome, right? Like the greatest benefit. A lot of people fail there. A lot of people still grow up, and this is where they're at, self-interest, right? Where they can't
Yeah.
like conformity and interpersonal accord, authority and social order, school age, right? Good boy, good girl. Effort is made to secure approval, maintain friendly relationships with others. Orientation towards fixed rules. The purpose of morality is maintaining social order. We have kunikita, right? We can't necessarily be in the gray. We have to deal in absolutes. Interpersonal accord is expanded to include the entire society in general. Does that make sense for him?
All right.
Social contract, teens, mutual benefit, reciprocity, morally right, legally right are not always the same. Utilitarian rules make life better for everyone. Morality is based on the principles that transcend mutual benefit adulthood, which again, that's really like the universal principles that we end up talking about, where it's like, oh, they've grown through that. But again, a lot of individuals unfortunately don't make it through to the adulthood levels of moral thinking. A lot of them get stuck in the earlier ages.
My professor told us that, but she didn't like expand on it. She just gave us an example of like, for example, if someone robs a medicine, right, like that was the example she gave us, right? We didn't learn anything about the age, anything like that. It's not mentioned at all.
So let me highlight this, right? And I guess I'll question. This is why Kohlberg is tested as well. We'll use a presupposed scenario. Let's say that your most loved person in the world is sick with a virus, and Rain here is a doctor, and she has the cure, right? She has one vial left. You can steal it from her, and she wouldn't know, right? Or you can let Rain apply it to whoever she wanted to apply it. Random person, could be the person that you love, or it could be a completely different person. What do you do?
If I'm the person who's like one of my loved ones is um sick, right? Is that what
Yes,
you're saying?
deadly
Yeah.
sick. They need this to live.
I feel like I'd that's such a hard question. I feel like I would try very hard either to convince Rain, right? Because if they could give us, if if they can like, uh, give it to anyone, right? If not, then I don't know what I would do. Um,
But you see, it's already gotten you thinking that there is
yeah,
there is no right answer. It's morally gray, right?
exactly,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Like I have my answer for me, but I know it's not a universal answer.
what would you do?
I would steal it. If it was for saving another one, like the most important person in my life, I would steal it. If it was for me, I wouldn't. Like if I was the one
Oof,
with the
Rain,
deadly virus,
Rain,
yeah.
I'd steal it for you. Ah,
But yeah, this is like the most logical answer for me.
Yeah,
it's a
that's
one use, Annie. But
Yeah, for me as a person, but not in general.
so I highlight this because this is where you get to see a lot of people's thinking patterns and their more like morality and thinking, right? And if you were to
Mhm.
apply this to the characters in Bungo Stray Dogs, like for example, is it wrong though? Night, is any answer wrong? And that's
No,
sort of
I
where
don't
you
like
have and that's sort of where you have to look at that there is a huge aspect of gray because ultimately it's going to be given, it might given out, everyone has a different perspective, right? At the end of the day, and everyone has a different motivational factor, and that's what like where when you look at Kohlberg's, you have to understand that like everyone's at a different layer and everyone has a different foundation as to where they are morally. However, if we were to look at Kunikida, what would Kunikida say or do?
Oh.
Ah, and now you start seeing where they start falling into some of the categories that we were just talking about. Because more than likely he wouldn't touch it, right? Because he'd follow whatever's in the schedule and be moralistic and extremely right or wrong. There's only absolutes.
Yeah. I wanted to brought this out because like even though I didn't know much about it, right, and it was intimidating because I was like, ooh, I'm not. I was scared that like you're gonna like because I was like, oh, maybe this is not like a theory that like is very supported or anything because I know like a lot of theories are not supported, but I still wanted to talk about it because I still wanted to have like a deeper like I wanted to talk about more about like what you think of like how these characters think and the morality of Bungo Stray Dogs, right? Because in the next last episode you mentioned, right? It's like, do you like is Kunikida in the wrong or is Daza in the wrong, right? Do we know? Do we have the right to like say either of them are wrong?
So
Because it's their thoughts.
here's what I'll showcase this as a psychologist. It's gonna sound bad, okay? I know it's gonna sound bad. I don't care until they say
Mhm.
it's an issue.
Yeah.
So does that make sense? Like if a person comes through and like morally, they've done some questionable stuff, that's on them. But until they mention that it's an issue that they're struggling with, that's when we're able to take action, right? So when we're saying
Mhm.
like, oh, like is Kunikita wrong or is Dazai wrong, right? It's a question to get you guys to start thinking, right? Ultimately, I don't think either of them is wrong because both of them have their perspectives for thinking the way that they do, right? They
Yeah.
think each other is wrong, but that doesn't mean that inherently they're wrong.
And that's what I was trying to like get into is like exactly that, right? But I like and what I wanted to talk to you about that is like exactly what you mentioned. I'm sorry, I don't know if I'm making sense.
No,
Like
no, you're you're you're
it's
you're
like
you're good. You're great. But anyway, any
Yeah.
other question before we take you down, Adri? Because that was a very interesting element that you and exactly, Mark, when you need to realize it's a problem before you can start fixing it. Yep. Yeah, very
Yeah.
interesting line of question that you brought us in through today, Adri.
Yeah, thank you so much. And I'm sorry, I just really was like, hey, even if it's wrong, like at least I'll learn and experience through this because I need to learn. I want to learn. So
No, you did great. You did phenomenal. Great way of bringing this up. I appreciate it a lot. Here, I'll drop Mike Holberg's theory of moral development here in the chat for you. Boop.
thank you so much.
Yeah, of course. Great job. Everyone drop some Doritos. That was a good question. My goodness. You guys are coming with
Yeah,
heat
thank
today.
you.
Yeah. Thank you, Adri. I'm going to put you down.
Thank
I
you so
appreciate you.
much. Have a good night, good
Thank
day, good
you.
morning.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
All right. Here we go.
Okay.
Next.
For the breakfast thing, in my
Hi.
defense, I've started eating breakfast here in Japan because it's included in the cafeteria thing.
Good.
So, okay, I'm done. Let's go.
Hi,
I
Nex.
wanted. Hi.
It's a pleasure meeting you. How you doing?
Um. Fine, I guess.
Oh, you guess? Well, how can I make your day better?
It, everything is all right. um. I wanted to. Oh, you think Yoshino's ability affects like the other detectives' experience in like getting healed?
Like, you mean the trauma that they go through and them not wanting to meet with her? or what's
I just I
or what specifically,
uh,
Nex?
I just how it like relates, and I don't know. It's like right before we see Yoshino in episode 8, Rompo also mentions like developing a danger sense, and then everyone is just gone.
Yeah. Well, let's
I
put.
don't I
Go
don't
ahead.
even know how they could have gotten out of the room.
What if they were just hanging onto the ceiling like a cat? Just like, no. Or hanging like by the windshield, just like for dear life, because they knew.
I need someone to draw this, please.
Oh no! So the way that I see it, right, is sometimes some of the best doctors at times are feared, right? And it's because like especially if you're being hurt or she has to get you into that state where you're like near death. I mean, how fun would that be? I think overall, like looking at something like this is like, and it's not even her fault, it's just her ability. And that's sort of what, like, looking at it, it's like for Yoshino, she has to have a strong mind and understand that, yes, she's healing people, but at the same time, people put up their barriers and stuff because they're afraid of, like, the state that she has to get them to every single time in order to save them.
Yeah.
I don't know. My heart kind of breaks for her a little bit. Oh,
She's one of my favorites
yeah.
in this show.
No, I was about to say she's awesome. Like, are you kidding me? I would love to have her ability, like being able to help people and whatnot. Even if that means being the outcast inside of the outcast group, I don't mind. As long as like you're able to save others. But I guess comes in the question is, how much trauma has she been through? Oh, and Nex goes quiet.
I'm only quiet because you can't hear my mic pick up my laughter.
Oh no! Yeah, that I don't know. I'm kind of scared when they start revealing like her backstory or how much trauma she's gone through or what made her like want to be where she is currently. I'm scared. I'm scared that I'm just gonna be a sobbing mess for all of these characters.
Probably.
Probably not, Rain. Why can't they just have a happy story? Why can't it just be that, like, hey, you know what? They went to Disneyland and they discovered they had a power and they just want to use it for good and no trauma involved.
Well, the thing is, talking about trauma and things, how do you think she discovered her ability? Or,
I
like, the
swear.
characters in general?
I swear, if you tell me something along the lines that she had a sibling or a family member that was like really sick or, was on the verge of death and, it was too late when she discovered it or something like that. Mm, mm, mm. I'm going to be theorizing all night. I hope you know. Now you're going to get me thinking about all these characters.
You're welcome.
I'm going to put you guys in my mind palace again and have these conversations with you.
Okay.
Okay.
Feel free to do that.
Your mind palace is
I'm
such like an intriguing thing to me because of how you've brought it up both of these times with like Dazai and like the Discord in your dreams is very intriguing to me. Psychology is intriguing to me as well.
Yeah, I think the human mind in general is a very interesting thing. Like for me, if I'm dozing out during a meeting or something, I'll just go into my mind palace and be like thinking about other solutions or things to like take care of, or actual thoughts and like patterns for what to do next. So I'm always actively thinking or using it. But it can be hard at first, but it takes a while. Like it becomes easier. Question for you next. Would you
A
rather?
possible answer.
No,
Oh dear.
This one deserves an answer. Okay, it's not a spoiler. I promise. Okay.
Okay.
No pinky promise, but I promise. Would you rather keep all your memories but everyone forgets who you are, or you forget or wait, yeah, keep all your memories, everyone forgets who you are, or lose all your memories but everyone remembers you?
Oh. Um. Huh. Um.
And why?
I. I'd say keep my memories because like a lot of the people that I know aren't related to me, so I feel like it would be easy to reestablish those connections. And um yeah. um it I feel like it'd be easy to reestablish those connections in some way.
I feel like I got you
I don't
thinking, huh?
I don't think like currently I could not handle not knowing someone and them knowing a lot about me.
Mm. Well, that brings up the question: is do people really know the real you, or do people know a mask of you next?
Annie, I'm gonna get you.
You're
No,
going off with the questions today.
I asked this question because it's I know like we're going deep today, because these questions I've been thinking about Dazai, right? Like if ever came a choice where he would wish to be forgotten, or do you think that he would rather keep his memories and everyone forget about him, or everyone keep their memories of him and he lose all of his? That's where this line of questioning came into. What do you guys think? What would the Psy choose? What? Lena! What? You're asking something like I'm just asking for a major spoiler or something. Oh. Like, I'm getting Ed, and I'm getting like DMs like Ed. Maybe keep his memory. I don't know. It's like, yeah. Anyway, sorry. And next, you're incredible. I gotta say, welcome to the family. I'm so sorry I asked you such a tough question with you coming on. It's your first time, and I'm over here throwing like deep philosophical questions your way.
Hey, like, I caught last stream. I got up here kind of prepared for any question to come my way. Not that deep.
Well, okay, let me ask you another question then, okay? A fun one. What's your shit?
So my like all-time favorite in Bungo is a 3-person ship
Ooh.
with Dazai Kunakita and someone you have not yet met.
Ooh, a 3-person. Oh, I see. That's interesting. That is very. I know. Polly Peak. Damn. All right. Well, I'm pretty sure they're gonna ask you who that other person is. I can't, because then it's gonna be spoiler. But with that, I do gotta say, Nex, I hope that you're doing fantastic. Thank you so much for coming on. Welcome to the family. I'm sorry to have asked you such a deep questions for the first meeting here. But that's how you know I trust you enough to ask you a deep question with your first time coming through. So thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
No, you're I was like, no, thank you. I'm gonna reverse Uno it. But also, I hope that you've been enjoying the videos and the analysis and stuff that's been going on.
I have so much because, like I said earlier, psychology is just a very interesting topic. If I could, I would take pure psychology courses in college.
Oh, yeah, I was about to say, honestly, it'd be amazing if we didn't have to do any of the like the general ed classes or other classes out there. But still, Nex, you're amazing. Thank you. I'm gonna go to drop you back down. I love you. I appreciate you. Welcome to the family, and I hope to see you around.
I will be around as much as I can be.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yay!
All right, I'm gonna move you down. Alrighty, guys. Unfortunately, I am out of time because I do need to get Loki some food and I need to get some breakfast as well. Rain, what'd you think?
Damn, the questions today. Everything was.
Everyone's been asking some heavy questions.
Yeah, but you as well. Like you started off strong with the dream and then everything else and then the episode. Like every time I get to the scene where Kyoka appears and like all that segment, I get goosebumps. Like that's incredible. And then the after talk was wow.
Yeah. So what about yourself though, Rain? Would you keep your memories? Or would you would you lose them? Would you want other people to remember you?
Oh, I would keep mine.
You know what? Same. And only because I don't trust, like, it's not that I don't trust people, but I feel like other people don't know me fully, so they would build me or they would try and piece me back out of their perception of me.
Oh.
And imagine like a toxic ex or someone trying to come back into your life and being like, we were in a relationship together and we love each other, and it's like you don't have your memories to like realize
Fuck no.
all the trauma and everything that you've gone through, you know. The immediate oh fuck no, oh no.
No, I chose like to keep my memories, but for a different reason. But this as well, yeah, I'm keeping my memories.
Right. That for me is what triggered everything. I'm like, oh man. But anyway,
Yeah, I
Rain,
didn't think about it.
you're absolutely amazing. I just finished Act 2 at Expedition 33. I've been we're leveling up Tree, so later on tonight I might do some Expedition 33, and who knows, maybe tomorrow we'll do some more Bungo if y'all are open to it, or if y'all are okay with that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, maybe tomorrow we'll do Bungo episode 9, I think. I think that would be that.
Oh my god. Like whenever you want, whenever you feel ready, just we're here.
We're here. I adore you, Rain. Alrighty, everyone. Have a phenomenal night. People here on Discord, on YouTube, please make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, that whole ordeal. Share the video around if you like some of the deep discussions. I am so scared that we scared away Nex. I can't believe I asked him such a scary question to start with. I'm like, Nex, I love you. I'm so sorry. But with that being said, have a phenomenal night. Be safe, everyone. And then I'm pretty sure that the conversations are going to keep going on here in the Discord. They're going to go into their own little voice chat and chat for a bit. But everyone on Twitch, bye.
And
be
you're
safe.
not allowed.
I'm not allowed. I've been yelled at by the mods enough. But be safe, everyone. Bye. Arigato.